Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, folks, and welcome to another edition of NDB Media's Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday Morning Quarterbacks on Saturday. Today is February 15th, 2025, and we are going and rolling, or blowing and rolling, or rolling and blowing. I don't know. We're doing something this morning. I'm your host, the scorekeeper, not duh or D, just scorekeeper today. It's, as I mentioned, February 15th, and it's cold. And I have to have the dumbest cat in the world. I swear to you, it's like having an engineer as a pet. The most inane, fraidy cat individual. It's right at the door. The door of the garage is open. And it is so cold this morning. And it's at the door. It is unbelievable. It's like having an engineer as a pet. I'm having flashbacks to my former employer. But hey, it is what it is. Good morning, and I'm sorry. I'm being very... No, I'm not. There's no sorries. It is. It is what it is. Having a cat is to own an engineer. It is. When you look at the attitude and knowing that cats are basically 2 years old, when it comes to our understanding, our ability to thought process, it is. It's actually. Oh, there. As I've mentioned, it is a fraidy cat. Her name is Cinnamon. The neighbors named her, and it is one of the most frustrating little animals, souls, things you could ever have. You know what? I forgot my stir this morning, so I have to get my stir. It's right over there. I'm going to get it. I'm going to keep talking because that's what I do. But good morning, everyone. If you want to go ahead and say hola this morning, please go ahead and do so. I want to make sure I don't get caught up in my wires. And let me see. Okay, I think she's gone now. Oh, yeah. She's out in Littleville or whatever it is. So I do apologize. I have my stirrer now for my hot chocolate because, as you know, I have dumped coffee. I have not had a cup of coffee in maybe, let's see, I did go out to breakfast. No, I did not have coffee either. So, look, I appreciate it. I appreciate the comments, but I really don't care. I say things to say things. Sometimes I really don't care about the return comments. I'm thrilled to read them. But when people say, I need to do this, and you do this, and oh, here we go. Good morning, Lukies. And good morning, Tony. So I guess, the queen of the herd is not here. So the link for the program has not been posted. I'm going to go ahead and post it right now. And we already got a little bit of love. Thank you, Mr. Kanapka. And I guess I have to go over to Facebook and set that up. So I'm just, but I do have the heater going. And let me tell you, you guys all know that I had 2 heaters in this place, and they were old, I guess. So they worked, but then they didn't. And now I have 1 heater, and this little rat, it works. It's 39 degrees outside, and it's 51 degrees in here. So we're going to see how long it's going to take to get to about 65 in here, because it works. And good morning, Elway 7. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, for everyone who had a Valentine's Day yesterday, which is everyone who's here, happy belated Valentine. I hope Valentine's Day. Sorry. Every time I remember Valentine's Day, I remember when my sister was giving a class of CCD, and she was talking about everlasting forgiveness and resurrection. And she was referring to a particular passage in the New Testament about someone still having a chance to make it. I walk in and say, nope, he's damned to hell. He sold Jesus. Ruined her whole class. And for some reason, I equate that around Valentine's Day. Yes, Elway 7, I remember that day. Sadly, there's so many things I remember. And no, I'm not Sheldon. But hey, good morning, and thanks everyone for joining. It is a glorious morning, and the Super Bowl was last week, and the Pro Bowl was the week before. No one talks about that. In the Harry Potter world, it was He Who Shall Not Be Named. For us, I suppose it's the Pro Bowl. And hey, it is what it is. It's nothing. So thank you, everyone, for giving me a shout out. I still have not posted in Facebook. I'm doing it now, and I am sorry. I have to head over to the NDB. Oh, I'm in NDB Media. That's why I've been having trouble finding it. The NDB Media host page is not on NDB Media. It's on MAINE. So I MAINE's that hurted. You know, I think I ran through the entire Latin gamut on that one. Are they idioms in the Latin language? Ooh, that's a big word this morning. I don't know. I don't think so. I think I just came up with that word. Hey, what up, dude? Yeah, I know. I just come up with these from time to time. Anyway, let me see if I can find it. Where's the NDB Media host page? I really am having trouble finding it this morning. I guess it's under groups, right? There it is. I'm just going to post it on there. Sorry, folks. I'm running behind. All 25 of yous. There it is. Posted. Didn't even put a title or description as to who it's for, but it's the one that I just posted right now. So if you want to come on in, let's go ahead and do it. But all kidding aside, we're going to go around the horn. It is very cold. It's still 51 degrees right now. Roger degrees. I don't know what that means. Oh, wrong controller. So I'm going to put it to rotate. And it is. So the little kitty is outside freezing. It is still 51 degrees. But when I walked outside this morning, it wasn't that cold. It was 39. I know, Tony. I know it's rough where you are. It's like what? 1? Whether you're in Detroit or Philadelphia. Oof. It is just one of those things. I don't know where I got that from right now. Can you tell I'm lost this morning? I am. I don't know what to do. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. This morning it is, wow, it says it's 45 right now, but I have my remote sensor outside saying it's 39. I'm going to have to show you my new toy. It's really cool. It's one of those atomic clock thingies, and it's really neat. Well, I'll bring it over right now. I have an outside sensor. Oh, so cold in LA. I feel so bad for you. Yeah, it is. Good morning, Lethal. How you doing, man? And here we go. Here's my new toy, my atomic clock toy. See? It's 51 degrees in here, 39 degrees outside. That's it. Oh, I dimmed it. I dimmed it again. I dimming it more and more. There we go. So it's right over here on the side of the desk, and I get to see all the colors. It's nice. Oh, we're at 60 degrees. Woo! So we gained a temperature, or a reading. 51 degrees. Ooh, it's starting to get warm. Ya ves, Canela? Sufra fuera, pendeja. All right. Sorry for the hostility. That is the dumbest cat I've ever... No, actually, it's not the dumbest cat, because I've actually worked with engineers. But that cat, oh, for the love of God, as I mentioned earlier, it's like owning an engineer. It is the dumbest animal one could ever have. Anyway, forgive me. I am going to take a sip of my chocolate milk this morning. I don't want to hear it. Tony says the low is 14 today, but we're having quite the snowstorm. Projected to get 10 inches of snow in the next 24 hours. Did you notice his classy use? Well, it's not classy. It's proper verbosity. It's 52. It's warming up in here. The low is 14 today, but we are having quite the snowstorm. Projected to get 10 inches of snow in the next 24 hours. And then there's an orange orangutan playing president. I wouldn't say that's the dumbest animal. All right, well, all right, fair enough. It's 52 degrees. I'm happy. I am happy. So going around the horn, this is the latest I've ever done the weather. It's going to be partly cloudy today, and we have a 1% chance of overnight rain. Wow. As you know, in the weather forecasting business, yes, that's what you get with a classical education. When they tell you it's 1%, they're not talking about probability. They're talking about the actual amount of water in the air. That's what they're talking about. So you can kind of equate it to what the average person believes. But when they say there's a 40% chance of rain, they're not talking about, again, like sports probabilities. They're talking about the quantity of water. So it is what it is. It says it feels like 43. It feels like 39. And it's going to get to a high of 66. It's going to be an overnight low of 50, which I doubt it because it's 39. Humidity is at 88%. I did detect the dryness. So I do understand what they mean by humidity because I'm not on the East Coast. I will never enjoy the East Coast humidity. Pressure is moving up at 30.20 inches. Visibility is at 9 miles. The wind is heading to the south with a slight southerly or westerly something at 4 miles per hour. The dew point is at 42 degrees. UV index, of course, is 0.11, and the moon is a waning gibbous. And sunrise will be at 6:34 a.m. in about 20 to 21 minutes. Sunset will be at 5:35 p.m. So, absolutely awesome. Let's go around the horn. Here's today's joke, of course. How can you tell if cabbage is, I'm sorry, how can you tell if a cabbage is boiled? And this is from the land down under. How is one able to ascertain that a cabbage is boiled? That was not from the land down under. Because the wheelchair floats to the top. I know that's messed up. Did you guys know that we have a wheelchair inside? I agree with you, Mr. Tony. Mr. Rogers should not complain of our heat wave. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, a world traveler. You have traveled the world, and I'm not going to ask you where you've been because I feel that it's going to say Lukey's was here instead of Kilroy. Lukey's. Now, why is that word interchangeable? Kilroy, Lukey's. That is too damn deep to get into right now. I may actually no, I'm not going to do a program on that. I have time to kill, pardon the pun, but not for that. 66 degrees. I wonder what that feels like. That last time that happened was like 6 months ago. Sorry? Guess you guys didn't like the joke, but that's okay. No, I don't think they did. Let's go around the horn, folks. I believe this weekend we have Daytona. Woohoo! The mother of all races. NASCAR. Way to go, boys. And let's take a look and see if AVP finally has something on calendar. Nope. They're still on the 2024. Way to go, AVP. You guys are awesome. We're going to take a look at LPGA and PGA. So right now on the leaderboard, let's see, where are the ladies playing right now? Come on, internet. There you go. No. All right, the full leaderboard. Where are they playing? Oh, they're not playing. The women are not playing right now. So good for them. Another day off. Woohoo! Way to go, girls. You wanted equality or something? Yeah, Merry Christmas. As far as the PGA Tour is concerned, the Genesis Invitational is going on right now in La Jolla, California, which is down that way, February 13th to the 16th. Davis Thompson beginning play early on Saturday, -8, 136. Scotty Scheffler, -7, 137. And coming in third, Denny McCarthy at -6 and 138. We also have the Chubb Classic in Naples, Florida, February 13th to the 16th. Paul Stankowski is tied with Mario Tiziani. No, it's Tiziani. Ani. Mario, -7 and 65. Coming in third is Freddie Jacobson and -6 and 66. And tied for fourth is Tom Lehman and Darren Clark at -5 and 67. That's taking a quick look at the PGA National Rugby League in the land down under the island. The Harvey Norman Women's All-Stars played on February 14th. The Indigenous beat the Maori 20-18. In the Harvey Norman All-Stars, the non-women, the Maori 10-6 over the Indigenous. The Witzer preseason challenge has begun, round 2. This was on February 13th, 2 days ago. The Sharks, oh my God, the Raiders jumped the Sharks. Oh, no, wait. The Sharks jumped the Raiders. Even in the NFL and in National Rugby League, same thing in New Zealand. Sharks 40, Raiders 10. Wow, that's an easy way to teach multiplication. Who's 4 times better than the Raiders? The Sharks. 40-10. So get rid of the 0, 4-1. No math class today. You guys should check out the Math Queen on YouTube. She's awesome. It's all about order of operations, folks. If you're trying to figure out something on math, it's order of operations. But I only have a high school diploma, so whatever. The Eels 44, Knights 18, and the Dolphins. Why are sea creatures taking on humans and winning? Dolphins 50, Cowboys 8. I'm not going to do that ratio, but that's a more than 5-1 ratio. Warriors took out the Storm 36-10. The Sea Eagles 34-24 over the Rabbitohs. And later today at 8:30 p.m. local time, the Broncos visit the Titans. Woohoo! We're going to take a look at IndyCar, which I believe they start next month at Thermal, March 23rd, actually March 2nd. The Firestone Grand Prix of St. Petersburg. Check it on Fox, Live, Sirius XM. 15 days, 2 hours, 40 minutes, and 50 seconds mark. It's 52 degrees in here. Woohoo! Sorry about that. I wasn't able to do what I needed to do. NHRA. Let me kill some of the other tabs that I have open. I mean that proverbially. I just killed another tab. I'm going to kill another one. NHRA. Championship Drag Racing. Emily Motor Order, the Gator Nationals, March 6th through the 9th in Gainesville, Florida. And then we have, same one, the Arizona Nationals, Phoenix, Arizona, March 21 through 23. The Lucas Oil Internationals, which you will hear live on this program early in the morning on Saturday. Pomona, California, March 27th through the 30th. And Las Vegas, Nevada, April 11th through the 13th. That's taking a quick look at NHRA, Formula One, and then we'll do NASCAR in a moment. Schedule: Australia 2025, the Louis Vuitton Australia Grand Prix 2025, March 14th through the 16th. China, I don't know. Formula One Heineken Chinese Grand Prix, Shishi, March 21 through 23. Yeah. I can say hi in many different languages, but I'm not going to do the one on video, which can get me arrested, but that's okay. Japan 2025, April 4th through 6th. Bahrain, April 11th through 13th. Oh, and folks, don't try to be a snob. Don't try to be like scorekeeper. It's Qatar. It's not Qatar. It's Qatar. Oh, for the love of God. It's like having a cat as a pet. If you say Qatar, you are someone's pet. Oh, for the love of all that is good. You ask someone that is from Qatar. They will tell you it's not Qatar. It's Qatar. It's because Formula One goes there, and I know Qatar will be on calendar eventually. And I will throw a fit then as well. So the schedule for NASCAR, the granddaddy. No, is it really the granddaddy of sports racing? I don't know. I have to ask a hick. Hey, Tony. Just kidding. You're never hick, buddy. You're too smart for that. Daytona is day 1, and Daytona 500 is, of course, on February 16th. The Am Better Health 400, the Atlanta Motor Speedway, is February 23rd. Circuit of the Americas is March 2nd. Phoenix Raceway is March 9th. The Shriner Children's 500. The Pennzoil 400, the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, is March 16th. March 23rd, Homestead Miami Speedway. The Cookout 400, Martinsville Speedway, is March 30th. Darlington, where is my favorite race? It's one that I humbly offer that you guys should check out. Sonoma is July 13th. The Toyota Save Mart 350, Sonoma, July 13th. Put it on your calendars. Watch it in agony along with Scorekeeper. And the reason why Sonoma is, in my humble opinion, one of the better races is, as you know, NASCAR is a bunch of left turns. That's all they are. That's all it is. But with Sonoma, you have what they call a road course. And you speed uphill, go left, and you go right, then you go right again, then you go left, and then right, and then you do an S thingy. I said it. I know I could be arrested for that. But you do an S thingy. I did it again. And then you do something. And you come back around, and there it is. That's the race. It is not left. No, none of that. It is a nice, absolutely awesome road course. Let me see. What does he say? Sorry, Tony. I took a shot at you, brother. They are likely adding a shot clock to the GPA, or the PGPA. Whoa! Still 52 degrees in here. It's cold. Really? They're going to add a putt clock to the PGA? Interesting. I don't care what it's called. Their politics are even worse in this country. Aye, lad. That is fair. That is very fair. I shan't argue with you this morning, nor will I send my Grail diary to you, because you're going to bring it back to me. What's the point of sending my Grail diary to you? Did you guys know that you can buy that, the Grail diary, from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade? I want one. I'm going to get one. And then you wonder why I do a program on Saturday nights called Love Line. It's not Love Line, but thank you, Lethal Migrant. I don't want to hear it. Instead of buying, I'm buying a Grail diary, fake book. But I do have my own diaries here. For those that know, I have a problem. I may not be on air on Saturday, because next Saturday, because I have to leave town. So I'm probably going to be going somewhere. I'm leaving town. I'm going to be in Anaheim for the weekend on a super secret mission. So I will be unavailable from Thursday night all the way through to Monday. I'm jammed. So I'm going to be in Anaheim. Did I say it already? On a super secret mission? But yeah. I don't know what we're going to do for Sports Talk with the Guys, because I sure as hell I'm not going to wake up that early. I'm actually going to be busy doing things for my faith, my belief system. So I told you guys about that, right? That what people say about their religion, especially I love it when people say, my religion doesn't believe in God. Do you understand the word religion? Religare. It literally means to be with God once again. I know I'm way off topic. Morning and good night. Sorry not being there today. Just got home from a super late movie. My soon-to-be daughter-in-law birthday was yesterday, so we partied and saw a late drive-in movie. You forgot the hyphen. I don't care if you're tired. That was mad. That's mean. I am not an English major, but I know where one is missing a hyphen. But that's okay. I think she's mad because I liked a comment on someone having to do with the South. I thought it was funny, Lethal Migraine, but that's okay. So Did we go over the NASCAR calendar? Yes, we did. And let's do what we do during the NHL season. We go over the standings. Yep. Queen of the Herd shows up. She'd rather go out with her daughter than be here with us. You remember that. You see that quote and you let that burn in. See that? She wrote it. From hell's heart, I stab at thee. For hate's sake, I spit my last, but oh damn, I did spit. Breath at thee. Quote the movie. Go ahead. Hell with family. Pander to Roger instead. Ooh. Now I feel like Bender when he had a community on his backside and on his front side. Remember that episode of Futurama? I love that episode. He had a candelabra and a piano. That damn thing steals everything. Forgive me, folks. I am going to take another sip from my coffee. It's still 52 degrees. But it does feel better because when I walked in here, it was 49. The remote sensor still says it's 39 degrees. It'd be funny if it had an alien-esque remote sensor thingy. Would be. That'd be awesome. So taking a look at the NHL right now, the games that happened last night, dude, I am all over the place. I don't know where this energy is coming from, but I don't know. No games were on Valentine's Day because there's no games. Is this? Ooh, I messed up. This is NHL weekend, isn't it? I am so sorry. I am. So Finland will be taking on Sweden later on today at 1 p.m. Eastern, which is 10 a.m. our time. And at 8 p.m. Eastern, sorry, I don't know how you get gas from hot chocolate, but hey, scorekeeper, USA visits with Canada, Canuckles, all that stuff at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. First game is on ABC/ESPN Plus, as well as the second game, ABC ESPN Plus. So the standings through, I suppose, this morning, we'll take a look right now. We're going to do the division, then we'll look at the wild card as the season has a little over or a little less than 2 months to play out. In the Eastern Conference, the Atlantic, you have the Florida Panthers with 71 points. Where's Liz? She should be doing this. Toronto Maple Leafs, 68. Tampa Bay Lightning at 66. The Ottawa Senators, 62. Detroit Detroit. Sorry, Tony. 61. Boston Bruins, 60. The Montreal Canadiens at 55. The Buffalo Sabres are at 49. In the Metropolitan, the Washington Capitals are up at 80. I don't know why I'm doing it that way. And then I did that comment in another slur. I don't know why. It's a cadence. Do you have a cadence? I love changing my cadence. The Carolina Hurricanes, 70. The New Jersey Devils, 68. The Columbus Blue Jackets, 60. Have you guys seen that meme where it says something to the effect that you will not survive the storm that I am sending your way? And then the response is, yeah, okay, but at least I didn't lose my violin to some hick down in Georgia. I love that little meme on the internet. It's great. The New York Rangers, 58. The New York Islanders, 57. The Pittsburgh Penguins, 55. Tied with the Philadelphia Flyers. That is sad. At 55, they're tied. In the Western Conference, the Central Division, the Winnipeg Jets are 81. The Dallas Stars are 72. Random Cowboy. Minnesota Wild is at 70. The Colorado Avalanche, 68. The Utah Hockey Club is at 57. St. Louis Blues, 55. The Nashville Predators, 45. Chicago Blackhawks, 41. In the Pacific, the Edmonton Oilers are at 72, tied with the Vegas Golden Knights. Woo-hoo! The Los Angeles Kings are in third, where they were last week at 65. The Vancouver Canucks, 63. Calgary Flames, 60. Anaheim Ducks, Big Dogs team, 54. Seattle Kraken, Lethal Migraines team, and the San Jose Sharks. That was his name? Speedy, the Tortuga. His team is at 37. Are they the suckiest team? They are the suckiest team at 37 points. Sorry, Speedy. And taking a quick look in the wild card, and we're going to go to the screen for that one. Let me see. How do we do this? I don't know how to do this. There we go. I think we're doing it now. There it is. You can share along in the misery. In the wild card in the Eastern, you have the Atlantic. And I just got a report. I just got an email from Consumer Reports. Did I miss the invitation? I don't know. I read the magazine. You should know. You watch Monday Night America. The Florida Panthers, Toronto Maple Leafs, and the Tampa Bay Lightning are in at the top three. In the Metropolitan, you have the Capitals, the Hurricanes, and the Devils. And in the wild card right now, the Ottawa Senators and the Detroit Red Wings. On the outside looking in, a lot of teams. The Blue Jackets are 60, tied with the Bruins. The Rangers 58, Islanders 57. Then when you get to the Canadiens, well, no, that's only 5 points. Penguins 5 and Flyers 5, and the Sabres are at 49. I don't think anyone else really has a chance at that point, especially if you're the Buffalo Sabres. In the Western and the Central, you already have the Jets, the Stars, and the Wild. They already have a playoff shot. In the Pacific, you have the Oilers, the Knights, and the Kings. And we have just had an earthquake, ladies and gentlemen. Right now in Southern California, a 3.5 earthquake has occurred near Malibu. Right now. It's 3.5. I am wondering, since I'm not on the floor, but I can feel the floor, if I'm able to feel it. One time I was watching KCAL 9 news, and they were hit with an earthquake, and I yelled out to my grandma, "Hey, Grandma, there's an earthquake coming in." And sure enough, it hit us within about 3 to 4 seconds. But I was able to alarm, both figuratively and literally, my grandmother. So this is nothing as far as Southern California is concerned. There is a lot of activity going on right now. It just hit. Oh, no. Sorry. It's 67 miles away, 3.52. We're not going to feel that. And it actually struck about 4 minutes ago. 53 degrees in here. It's 53. NHL? Did I not say that? It's the All-Star break, but they're doing silly Four Nations tournament instead. I completely object to it. If you aren't including the Russians, the Czechs, and the Slovaks, what's the point? I guess there's no question in there because there's no question mark, right? The big dog says, "Good morning, all. Alarm never went off. Be on in less than 10 minutes. I guess it takes them 10 minutes to crank the little wheel. I was acting southerly because I was going to say my and refer to a person. Sorry, I know some people in the South can't get past the ownership issue, but I will not say that. Someone that I know, her name is Claudia, and there was a point to the story, but now it's gone. All right, later. Sharks have one of the youngest teams in the NHL. They have a rookie line, Will Smith, Macklin, Celebrini, Colin Graf, who were all in college last year. Celebrini just turned 18 before the NHL season started. They have a ridiculous amount of talent. GM Mike Greer is setting up the franchise to be a power for a long time. That is a quick look at the NHL, and I understand that we will have additional NHL commentary as the program continues. From the Red Line, Lethal Migraine, thank you for that, and we will appreciate all that much more. And if you have updates on any games, we do appreciate it. We're at 53 degrees. Did I tell everyone that? We're at 53 in here. That little heater has already gotten it up 4 degrees. So I am happy. It's 53.2. Oh, I should leave my coffee cup on my little warmy thingy here. I saw it at Staples. It was like $13. And, being that it's that time of year, so I'm going to blow $13 on this little coffee warmer thingy. Lo mantiene tibio. I am unable to translate that. Tony, where are you? Come on, Tony. And Queen of the Herd, where are you? Oh, that's right. You were spending time with your daughter. That's selfish. Let it burn into your souls. It said it right there. It was her soon-to-be daughter. Law? Oh, there was another critical English error there, and I kind of missed it. Daughter-in-law, -in-law. And in an update, U.S. destroyed Finland on Thursday 6-1. Matthew and Brady Tacha combined for 4 goals, 1 assist, 13 shots on net, and 10 hits. Thank you for that. And we do appreciate the update. So, folks, if you don't know, and it's your fault, but thank you for relying on Sports Talk with the Guys, the glorious pastime of America has begun. Spring training has begun in Major League Baseball, and it's terribly exciting. Gotta tell you, a lot of love. As you know, the Lakers had done quite a bit of dealing. One of the deals did not go through. Don't have to worry about that. It's done. How awkward to bring the rookie back and say, sorry, we traded you, but we negated the deal, so we're going to keep you on. Let's see. Baseball doesn't exist in my world until the Stanley Cup is raised. And that's fair. I get that. I appreciate that. Alex Bregman signed with the Boston Red Sox. A ridiculous 3-year, $100 million, $120 million deal. It is what it is. The guy was part of the Houston A-holes, the cheating scandal. It's not a scandal. They cheated. Why is it that when the commissioner went up to them and gave them amnesty, moron, you effing moron, they all admitted to it? It's 53 degrees now. 4 degrees. Whew. Getting warmer. At least it's not 39 like it was outside. But the little cat is way outside, so she's suffering. Way, way too much for such a mediocre player. I'd give him 1 year, $15 million. Yeah, I would agree with that. But the Yankees were crying this week about the Dodgers, and I agree to a certain extent. The Dodgers have no class. Management, the fans, they have no class. They don't. I've talked about that for years. And when they talked about the Yankees beating them, you guys realize that you bring yourself down when you share your alleged secrets, that we knew this, we knew that. One of the greatest travesties was in 1988 when Kirk Gibson hit the home run off the pitcher, Dennis Eckersley. They famously said, oh, well, we knew that Eckersley throws sliders on 3 and 2. So you knew. You realize in a conception, I know most Dodger fans are inane, lacking in comprehension. You realize you're taking away from your player. You knew what was coming, so there was really no skill. You had the answer to the test when you say, oh, well, we know that Dennis Eckersley throws a 3-2 sliders on 3 and 2. Oh, good morning, Gridiron Girl. I guess I call Dodger fan and she shows up. It's like giving away the movie, the plot. You already know what's going to happen. There's no skill in that. the incredible miracle of Kirk Gibson, Dodger fan, you blew it. You basically said, well, we had the answer. We knew what was coming. Instead of going with the incredible story that Kirk Gibson was, you had to ruin it. Last year, Yankees were throttled by the Dodgers. The Dodgers, again, were saying, well, we knew this, we knew that. Dude, instead of just reveling in the victory, once again, you guys say, well, we know they do this and we do that. So you're saying you already had the answer. So you really weren't that better. Think about that. Think about that. Think about the Kirk Gibson thing and now this. The Dodgers showed no class whatsoever when they won the World Series. Look at what happened during the parade. Dodger fan, way to go. Way to go, buddy. But whatever. Instead of reveling in the battle that it was in you winning, you wanted to come across as this overly superior individual. And the only thing you came across is an ass. As a matter of fact, even Yankee management that doesn't really comment about that stuff went on to say, if we were to win, we would at least show some class. And every time the Yankees won, they never belittled their enemy. They never talked down. They never did anything. And what did the Dodgers do? They finally win one in, since 2020. They've won twice now. Why don't you just revel in the victory? Revel in the fact that you throttled them. But when you say that you had this, you had that, you're basically saying you had the answers to the test. It was a foregone conclusion. And it takes away from your victory. Why don't you just shut up and revel in it? But there are other teams, obviously beginning with the Yankees, that have now called out Dodger management and players by, dude, show some class. But again, we're talking about Dodger fans, so what are we gonna say? Congratulations to the Los Angeles Dodgers as a Yankee fan. And we are not inane. What you're saying is tragedy or guessing what's next is having the answer, sore loser. I'm not a sore loser. The Dodgers have been classless. But whatever. You win. You celebrate the victory. The meme about Aaron Judge, that's going to stay with us for the longest time. I bet you the meme of Aaron Judge dropping the ball in center field, that's going to last a lot longer than Shohei Ohtani's 50-50 season, let me tell you. So if you're not getting the concept, I get it. But, celebrate your win. But we've already talked about that for a little while. All I'm saying is the Yankees, even themselves, have commented this year and said, if they were to win, and he was speaking for all of baseball, they would show class. The Dodger organization did not. And it's okay. A lot of the players were talking a lot. They were talking about the Padres. They were talking about the Mets. And, hey, Dodgers are the best team in baseball. Good luck next year. There are going to be a lot of teams gunning for you because of your attitudes. So all I can say is that when you do stuff like that out in public, outside of the game, when you go onto the field, that's where real teams like to settle up. It's not a kid's game. It's not my internet connection. Good morning, young man. How are you feeling?
Hola, ¿cómo estás, presidente?
Moody, apparently. How are you?
I'm just fine. Who says you're moody?
I did.
Oh,
and
okay.
That little digital thingy.
So I hear it's 53.2 degrees there.
It's 53.2 right here as well.
No, I'm saying you said it was 53.2.
Yeah, I hear
Uh,
that sound in the background. Could you reset it, please?
all right.
As a matter of fact, currently the Dodger 40-man
There you
roster is a
go.
four. Thank you. Thank you for that, Lethal Migraine. Currently, the Dodger 40-man roster is at $402.3 million. Look, folks, I've said it. It's a great time to be a Dodger fan. You have Dodger management that is making use of everything they can to put the best team out there in the field. Some people refer to me as a sore loser, but the very same ones don't listen when I compliment the Dodgers. But you know what? Having an errant thought, hey, whatever. I have supported the Dodger team and management for years now, Big Dog. Haven't I been singing the praises of the
Yeah,
Dodger
of
team?
course. Yes, you
But
have.
I am a sore loser. No, it's about class. But that's okay. The Dodgers are spending an incredible amount of money to put talent. Who wouldn't want their management to do that? I know what it was like for 40 years when George Steinbrenner, God rest his soul. I wish that bastard were back. But because his kids live a life of luxury and they don't want any of that billions to evaporate. But, it is what it is. And way to go. Almost every week I say it's a great time to be a Dodger fan because of what their management team is doing. But if you don't want to see the forest for the trees or the trees for the forest, it's very simple. Act like adults. But for some people, that's too much to ask. So
How did you feel about the Dodgers bringing back their most tenured player?
I was surprised by that.
So was I. I thought he was done.
But if he gives you quality
Yeah,
starts,
that's true.
what are you going to do? The battle is to get to the playoffs. And the Dodgers have a surplus of pitching right now, if they're healthy. That's the one thing. I feel bad for Dodger management because they have invested an ungodly sum in pitching, and they have not had good luck with pitching for a while now. But they've won because of the balance of their team. So the collective balance tax currently sits at 153 million. That brings up another thing. You all know about the tax that these teams play. That 153 million is divvied up by the other teams, obviously. And I think the Yankees actually get a little bit of that as well. And since the Yankees are over, their penalty is distributed to 29 teams. So the Dodgers get a little bit of Yankee money, and the Yankees get a lot of Dodger money. And the Red Sox, I think, are also over. But it brings us to Miami. It brings us to Kansas City, that you have these alleged small market teams. Doesn't annoy you when people do that? Alleged small market teams that are receiving so much money and they're not spending it. That's the problem with baseball. Basketball has or is struggling to get away from that themselves, are they not? Because there is a minimum that the team is supposed to spend, right?
Yes, yes, there is a floor, and then of course they have the limit, and then they but with the rich teams going over so badly by so much, they started doing tiers. Because there's actually a tier system to it the last few years, where if you're tier one, you get X amount of tax put on, but if you're a tier two, then it goes up 1.5 times or 2 times. I forgot how it is.
Oh, okay. I put my head down right now listening to you
Hmm.
because I was under the impression, and please enlighten us, because I really don't pay attention to the tax system in baseball anymore. I really don't.
Yeah,
But you had so graciously explained to us over the years that I guess prior to the tier system, there was a multiplication system where it was if you're a violator,
yes,
it's like one time or two times, and then if you're a violator
yes.
again, it's like three. So knowing that, could you enlighten me, because I think everyone else knows?
So
Would you explain
so
what adding the tier is?
the tier system is it's the same thing. There's still the level of, if you're only a little bit over, you only get taxed, you know, 0.05 or zero point 0.5. But if you're in this 10 to 25 million, then it's one time, so on and so forth. The tier system is if you repeatedly go over this tax bracket, say, I think it's 3 years in a row, then you get moved to level tier two, which then the fines, so to speak, are more excessive. So the longer you stay over, they're like, okay, you don't want to listen to us. We've already slapped you on the wrist. Now you're not listening. Okay, now we're gonna get the belt. And we're gonna essentially anybody out there that's Mexican or of any color
Yeah.
understands understands exactly what I just said. You get slapped on the wrist. That's the regular tier one system. And if you continually do it, then they say, okay, fine, you're not learning. So now we're gonna get the belt.
I know. I'm sorry. That was ethnic. That snort. It felt a little too close to home. Thank you for that. We're going to continue with the NBA right now, but the payrolls are 402.3, the Mets 326, the Phillies at 307, the Yankees at 304, and the Toronto Blue Jays are 268. Wow.
Toronto? Wow.
Yeah. And in a
That's a
shocker,
that's left field there,
the
definitely.
Sacramento Athletics are spending more money than three other teams. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, more than Miami and more than whatever. I heard this teaser, folks. Can you name an American state or what is? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, it has to do with the letters Z and X. The guy says it's a challenge. Name the only states, and he says, and there are none that have the letter X and Z in them.
X and Z in them,
No,
or just
just
X or Z?
of the 50 states, X or Z. And we who are being Latin are like, you stupid moron. There's two states immediately. The one right next to us, right, Big Dog?
Yep.
And the state right next to that one. It must be a Dodger fan asking the question. Lowest payroll is the White Sox. Oh, no team in Chicago should ever have a small payroll. I would humbly agree with that. Yes. So you were looking for something there, Big Dog.
Oh, I still have the explanation on all the tiers and everything. So what it's called. So the luxury cap for this season is 140,588,000. The floor, which is the minimum that you have to spend, is 126,529,000. If for whatever reason you do not reach that floor amount of 126,529, the NBA pushes you to that and then distributes that money to everyone, whatever you're short. The luxury tax, as I said, the salary cap was 140.588. Luxury tax is 170,814,000. If you get to 178,132,000, you are now on the first apron. And then if you go over 188,931,000, you are on the second apron. And of course, you have your taxes or your penalties. If it's your first year, excuse me, if you can go over the luxury tax 1 or 2 years in a row, and you are in the first group of penalties. If you are a repeat tax offender, which is 3 or 4 years or more in the luxury tax, then the number significantly goes up higher. So let's say you are 10 million, 10 to 15 million. Well, no one's ever that low. Let's say you're 15 to 20 million above the tax, the luxury tax. If it's in your first 2 years, you get fined $3.25 per dollar for every dollar you're over that luxury tax. If you are a repeat luxury tax offender, which is 3 years or more, that $3.25 turns into $4.25 per dollar. So of course that adds up
So
very,
if
very
you have
quickly.
to have that mid-level player, that $15 million, I'm not talking about the mid-level exception or anything like that. But if you have to sign a player at $15 million, this is what it would cost the Lakers in a just proving the $4.25 point. At $15 million 1-year contract, the penalty, wow, is $63.75 million. So that $15 million contract is now
75.
$78.75 million.
Yeah.
You go get
So
him. You go get him. And change the name of the Gulf of Mexico along the way with that money too.
so okay, so the highest salary is the Phoenix Suns this season. So since you have your adding machine there, punch us in, sir. 212-283-821 minus,
Oh, for the love of God.
let's see what the luxury tax is. Okay, minus 170-814-000.
41,468,821.
Okay, and times that times
Time.
425. 425. $4.25.
Ah! The penalty on that is $176,242,489.25.
And it's actually more than that because that is the most. Okay, so if you're 15 to 20 million above the tax line, it's 425 per dollar. And then it says for every additional $5 million above that, the rate increases by 50 cents a dollar per dollar. So they were how many over? 100 million over?
170. Oh, 41, I believe.
41 million. So god damn.
It's 53.4 degrees now.
So let's see, 20 million. So that would be 475. Shoot, that gets you to 25. 30 million would be 525. The 35 million would be 470. I mean 575. So $6. Actually, they're being charged $6.25 per dollar over because they are that far over the threshold.
And which team was this?
This was the Phoenix Suns. And the Phoenix Suns are, I believe, in ninth place, 10th place. Let's see. They are in
Hoops Hype has
Phoenix
the Phoenix payroll at $220,708,856.
Phoenix is in 11th place with a record of 26 wins and 28 losses. So that money's going to real good use.
Yes.
Exactly. The Benny Hill salute. That's right.
Good morning, Aisha.
What's up,
Yes.
anime girl?
Oh, that's right. I was going to say, huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. She's anime girl. So Minnesota has the second highest payroll at $204,304,153. It will drop to zero when A-Rod bankrupts the franchise. Yeah, very much. There was, and I have the answer for this because I am stuck up, and there was a lot of, like I said, I love rolling around in the abyss of the internet from time to time. Makes me feel normal. Um, the Luka Doncic trade to the Lakers had a few illiterate, and other words, questioning why the NBA commissioner did not cancel the trade like he did between the Lakers and someone for the president of the NBA or something. I forget the trade.
Chris Paul, yeah.
Paul Gasol was involved in it, and the other guy that almost died. I forget which, that guy.
Lamar
And,
Odom.
yeah, and they were traded for
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul. And they were saying, well, the commissioner vetoed that trade. Why can't he veto this trade? Talk about being a sore loser and being ignorant. Big Dog knows this, but for those that do not, the reason why the NBA commissioner didn't veto the trade is because he couldn't. Because number one, it's not in the rules. There was no rules violation in the trade. The commissioner can overrule a trade if there is a violation of the rules. There was no violation. The reason why the aforementioned trade, thank you, Big Dog, for mentioning all the players, is because the NBA was running the team at the time.
Yep, exactly.
And the commissioner said, no. That's why. So it wasn't that big of a deal, I suppose, but a lot of people don't get that.
Sorry.
Oh, that's what you were commenting
on. That's the inner Laker in me scoffing at that it didn't hurt anybody because it cost us, I'd say, at least 2 to 3 championships.
What did?
The CP3 non-trade or rescinded trade. Had Chris Paul came to the Lakers, it's one of those woulda, coulda, shouldas. I know that, but I am supremely confident that if Chris Paul came to the Lakers, we would have won at least 2 more championships. So
timeout, pass interference. We have a question in the chat room.
Yes.
Who's the fastest pop star, Big Dog? Who's the fastest pop star? Folks in the chat room, we have a question. Please.
I don't know.
Give us your answer.
What is the answer to that joke? K-pop? I don't know.
I'm sure we'll get the answers.
Uh-huh.
Taylor Swift. I wish I had the music to Benny Hill right now. It would have been perfect. But
you couldn't play because then we'd be banned.
I played for a few seconds, obviously, and that would be about it. So it is what it is. Earlier this week, as in Dodger news, and I respect Mookie Betts a great deal. He issues a stern warning to his teammates, and I'm going to put the article in the chat room. So if you guys would like to follow along, as well as in the private chat, you want a definition of a leader? This is how it begins. And this is Mookie Betts. He issues a stern warning. The Los Angeles Dodgers followed up a historic offseason, and it was a historic offseason. Anyone in baseball, the denialists are the denialists, whatever. It was a historic offseason. They got everyone. So anyway, the Los Angeles Dodgers followed up a historic offseason and World Series championship in 2024 by padding their roster with even more superstars. After adding the likes of Blake Snell and Rory Sasaki to a team that already included Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, Tyler Glasnow, and more, the Dodgers have a good reason to feel like back-to-back champions were all but assured. But longtime Dodgers superstar Mookie Betts sent a clear warning to his teammates about taking another World Series appearance for granted. We can't keep thinking about being champions again. We haven't even played game one. See, even Mookie Betts is going after some of his players, his teammates that have been talking games already. These guys are already counting 2025 championship. So Mookie Betts, being the leader that he is, dude, we haven't even played game one. Says we have to take care of spring training, and then game one comes, then game one goes. But we can't keep talking about the World Series. Where is Mookie? Mookie Betts isn't talking to the fans. He's talking to his own teammates. Interesting. In the short term, though, the Dodgers' primary focus is on resetting mentally after the highs of last year's title and using this spring to build a new foundation for a new look roster once again, facing World Series or bust expectations. That's a very polite way of saying this is the number one team in baseball. Hands down.
Yeah, that. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's a good thing. And guys, for anyone who's been a Dodger fan from 1988 through to today, there were a lot of dry years. A lot of dry years.
Oh yeah.
So,
and of course, now that he got re-signed, and I think it was a 1-year contract, of course, not Kershaw, but their other stalwart that has been there, left, came back, and of course, he's the inventor of the buckle bump, as the polite way of saying it. Of course, Mr. Kike Hernandez is back for another season of Dodger buckle bumps, which, of course, I know irritates scorekeeper and myself to no end when he does
folks,
that.
it's not a buckle bump. But whatever, hey, and Dodger fans love that. So, hey, whatever, knock yourselves out.
It's the JSB, the jockstrap bump is what it is. Yeah. And most of those guys, just to let you know, most of those guys don't wear jockstraps anymore. So take that as you want.
The person, I have to be very careful on how I say. You know what? There's someone in my universe. Her name is Claudia. She's a massive Dodger fan. And
more than Gig? Or on par with Gig?
No, because I think Gig would go to a minor league baseball game with me.
Oh,
Claudia
yes, you would. Really?
She will not go to a non-Dodgers minor league team. The invite was presented and flat out it was. She gave me RFB or RBF when I offered to go to the 66ers, which are the Angels minor league team. I got RBF from her. I was like, wow. So I stopped asking. It was kind of interesting there. But the Dodgers are actually going to be walking distance from her home now. So I'm not going to say anything more. But the minor league team will be right around there. And I want to take a moment of being right around there. I want to welcome from across the pond. Good morning, anime girl. How you doing?
Konnichiwa, my friends. How are you?
Achtung. Nuknek.
No, that's bloody Japanese, you prat, not bloody Klingon. Good grief. Sodding colonials. Can't get the decent ones anymore.
Konnichiwa.
Thank you. The cuddle puppy answers me correctly. And I never thought I'd say that in the same breath as there we go.
Oh, come on, guys. I thought we'd have a joke to start with. And I thank you for that. Yes, I did have a joke this morning.
Well, yeah, we're waiting for the joke, though, from her.
You think you're on the mend? You wait till I get over there. I'll make sure you're back in the yard. No problem.
Wow, that was very clear. That is very clear. Lethal Migraine did have a comment. I find it odd that Glasnow is technically the highest paid player this year on the Dodgers roster. It is rather funny. And I do want to tell people that I did have the prizes already. Had someone won. I know they're baseball related, but shut up. I had prizes ready to give to the one who won the football pool. And I'm going to show them to you. I need to get back here and go get them. So I'll be right back. And Big Dog, you have the con while I go get those. Forgive me.
So how are you doing, anime girl? Did you finally get over your cold/flu?
Yeah. Yes,
That's
I did.
good.
Yes. Oh, I'm lean the sky. Hold on. I'm just about to.
Oh, there it is.
There I am.
There you are.
There we go. I was around here somewhere.
I thought you were Speedy for a second.
Yeah, my chair. So I haven't built the chair right. I keep fast forwarding. I keep fast forwarding live TV and nothing. You know what I mean? It's nothing.
Adrian Beltre, yeah, from the 66ers. And if Gig would have won, I had it ready to go. Tony Goodwin, bobblehead as well.
I have that one. I have that one.
Yeah, you and I went to that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. So I had the two prizes ready to go. I'm going to save them. I'm not being cheap, but I will get some additional prizes moving forward.
Cheap? Okay.
She can't beat Matt. She's anime girl, not athletics girl.
Thank you, Lethal Migraine. It's nice to know there's somebody educated over on that side of the pond after all. Yay! Don't you give me that blooming look.
It's 53.6 degrees in here.
It'll be even colder when I get over there.
It's 40 degrees outside now, so it's starting to catch up.
Scorekeeper, their name is not changing to the Sacramento Athletics, is it? I mean, for the next couple of years, or will they stay the Oakland Athletics?
Oh, Oakland's gone. As a matter of fact, there was something that happened this past week, and they were talking about the fact that Oakland had been removed from the name, and the elephant, the famous the elephant from the Athletics, has also been removed as well. So don't know 100%, but it looks like it has been removed. I cannot answer because I don't have a solid response to you on that, but it looks like Oakland is gone. They are going to be the Sacramento Athletics.
Oh, does that mean Speedy has to move again?
Oh, wow. Knowing that he's a San Francisco Giants fan, that's absolutely amusing. So you made it work, Lethal Migraine. You made it work.
I just thought I'd ask, I mean, he is, he's an athletics fan after all, the cheerleader par excellence.
Wow. In another bit of baseball news, we had talked about this a few weeks ago, but now it looks like it's official that the California Angels have extended their lease through the end of 2032. And the article is being placed in the private chat as well as in the chat room if you want to follow along. It's right there. Angels baseball is extending its lease at Anaheim Stadium through 2032. The Angels last week notified the city of Anaheim that they're exercising a 3-year extension available to the team under its 1996 lease of the city-owned stadium. So, as a lifelong Angels fan, I join those in our city and across our region in welcoming baseball in Anaheim into the next decade, Mayor Ashley Aitken said. The lease extension brings added certainty and ensures the strong tradition of baseball in Anaheim. No. Of there being baseball in Anaheim. As mayor, I look forward to working with the Angels on future community partnerships. And as a fan, I look forward to a great season ahead. So, as you know, which none of us did. There are three-year extensions. So they've taken the first one, and there are others that could be exercised all the way through 2038 on the original 25-year lease. So
what they need to do is they need to drop the Los Angeles part of their name. That was the stupidest thing when it happened. It is still stupid. They are the Anaheim Angels, the California. Well, no, they can't be the California Angels because Major League Baseball said, "Pick a city, damn it." So they did. But everyone here at Sports Talk with the Guys were just flabbergasted when they added the Los Angeles part of their name. You were too. Don't give me that look.
I
Poker
am
face.
listening to your story before I desire to ruin it or
Okay,
put
go
my
ahead.
3 cents in. No, finish, please.
No, I just it needs to. They need to go back to the real name. I'm
Pardon
sorry.
an idiot talking. Weren't they the Anaheim Ducks or something? Or have I got them mixed up?
No, you are correct.
Yeah, the Anaheim Ducks.
And my look was a realization that the big dog was saying, and everyone, I was like, well, I have to listen to this. There's no response. There's no nothing. There's no commentary. There are times that you let the comment go. If you have something to say against it, chime in. Otherwise, no. And I'm belaboring this.
And we say for somebody that's got nothing to say about it, you're saying a lot.
We're all flabbergasted about it, but that's all right.
Never has your gast been so flabbered, has it?
Oh, that's impressive. That is.
And the other claim to fame that the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim have, or as we love as Ravine, their claim to fame now is, of course,
he's gone. I thought that was just me.
I didn't do anything.
Neither did I. My hands are here. I haven't touched them. I haven't put a picture up or nothing.
Oh, must be an
He
internet
gone. I bet his iPad or something ran out of power.
Oh, I'm detecting
what?
Something's going on with the internet.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I seem to be all right this side for the moment.
We're losing the signal. So we're 20 minutes apart. We're far away. Okay, it's stabilizing. Who knows? Maybe it fails.
Oh well, while we wait for the little colourful puppy big dog flea bag to return, I put a story in. Hi Matt, how are you doing? I put a story in which I thought was quite amusing. Oh, he's back. He's back. Yeah. Hi there. Where'd you go?
I don't know. It's I was noticing it was glitching before, and then whatever. I don't know whatever happened. But anyways,
when we lost you, I did detect a surge in activity. So
okay.
I don't know what it was.
See?
Maybe all of Southern California at one moment accessed the internet. It was that rare moment.
that story you were telling us was so exciting. Everybody wanted to hear about it.
Yeah.
Who's the magician? Who's the magician? Leaves us and comes right back. I guess the big dog would be the magician this morning.
So, scorekeeper can correct me on this one, but the Angels, the other claim to fame now that the Angels have, they now are in possession of the worst contract in baseball history that was given out to a certain player who now, of course, is out again. It was just announced this week he will be having hip surgery and will be out the entire 2025 season and still have another year left on his contract.
Oh, he's rolling in it then, isn't he?
Of course, that is Mr. Rendon.
Carlos
Rendon. And he's earning about 40 something odd million dollars. I can get the exact amount, but it's an absurd amount of money. In the Angels contract that he signed, he has, through the length of his contract, which was, I believe, 7 years, and he is now in year 6. This is year 6 of that. He has only played in, I believe they said, 23% of the games that were possible for him.
Yeah, that's almost assuredly correct. There's nothing to argue there.
I know.
When he was signed, I do remember that a lot of people were like, "Why did they go after Rendon?" Look, champion and all, they went after Rendon, but even then they were like, "Dude, there were quality pitchers on the market. Why didn't they go after them?" There was a lot of head scratching on the Rendon signing. And this is one of the few times that the vast majority of head scratchers got it right.
Yeah.
That this one, I mean, I kind of thought about it myself, but I don't pretend to be an expert. I am not one of the Lenny Melnicks of the world, so I cannot tell you.
Oh my God!
That smart. I am not that smart. But it was a hopeful signing, but it went bad. Mo Vaughn, Albert Pujols. Even Weaver didn't earn his money. So many folks, you can believe or not in the Bermuda Triangle, but you can definitely believe in the Angels signing big name contracts
that
and they
fizzle
almost
out.
never ever deliver. Vladimir Guerrero was the outlier.
Big Daddy Vladdy, my favorite.
What you're effectively saying is when they sign players, it's a bit like a black hole.
Yes.
Money goes in and bugger all comes out.
Pretty much. And the thing is, though, the other players that have failed in their big contracts, at least they towed the company line. You know, they were trying to be, you know, somewhat of a cheerleader or maybe an influence to the younger players on the team. Rendon has done none of that. In fact, scorekeeper, I know he blew a gasket. So did I. When a couple of years ago they interviewed Rendon and he said, "Baseball's not my first priority. I don't care." You know, and when you're paying the guy, you know, 7 years, you know, whatever 200 and whatever odd $1 million, whatever money it was some out, you know, whatever outrageous amount it was, and you have the guy come out and say, "I really don't care if I play or don't play again." You know, what kind of BS is that?
See, me, if I'd been the manager, I'd have turned around and said, "Well, you're not interested? Neither are we. Bye-bye."
Well, the thing is, though, it's guaranteed money, so you can't just say bye-bye because then you're paying him, say 7 years, 245. You're paying him that absurd amount of money and getting nothing out of it. At least if, you know, he's there, then there's a possibility that he might play. But
there's a possibility he's going to sit on his big fat hiney and do absolutely bugger all.
And that's pretty much what he's done. Like I said, he's only played, I believe it's 23% of the games, 25%, something like that, you know, in his contract so far.
Talk about a money pit. Gosh, the roof.
Now, the way it works is we learned on some of these big contracts on a player that baseball teams will insure a player's contract. And if they aren't able to play, they get money.
Yeah.
But if they're hurt this year, let's just say, they have to be out an entire year before the money is paid out. So they don't get the money the minute the player goes out. There are limitations, but if it's a long-term deal, the best time for the player to ever get hurt is within the first year, because after that, the second year and there on out is given back to the team. But no, we learned it through Aroyd and a few others about that as to how it works. And not every team insures their contract. So some teams have to eat it. Some teams can afford to do it. But I was looking up the thing about Anthony Rendon, and apparently this is really it. this hip surgery is not a few months and I'll be back.
Yeah, no,
This is
it's all
similar
season. Yeah,
to what happened to Bo Jackson.
yeah.
This may be it for him. And if he has one more year after this,
He has one more year after this season. Yes.
he may be done. And it's really disappointing. But yes, he famously, and I'm looking for that moment, and I thought I had it, where he said baseball is not his first. Now, there was a moment that he got caught on camera. Karma. What, for the Angels? Karma? Or the player? Player's getting his money. But will he be mobile later in life? I don't know. But Rendon was caught on camera as well. But it was a cheeky response to a cheeky answer. And they threw this at Rendon because he said, well, we should cut down the number of games that are played while he was hurt. Baseball went livid. This was a genuine moment of being taken out of context. Had you heard the question, you would have understood. It was actually a really smart alecky answer. It really was. But the answer on its own stood out. He said, well, we should play less games. And baseball says, what do you mean play less games? You ain't playing any anyway, because he was hurt.
Yeah.
So in addition to him saying that baseball is not his first priority. And yes, I did hit orbit. Screw Elon Musk. You could have gone over to my anger. Go ahead.
And also he's pretty much a smart ass with the press. When he gets tired of being asked questions, or if it's about his injury, he is very famous for "No hablo inglés ahora," and walks away. Which, in translation for those who don't speak Spanish, says, "I don't speak English today." And he is very famous for doing that dozens of times when he doesn't want to be bothered. Oh, Scorekeeper's reading something very intently.
Jim Bowden, Major League Baseball insider Jim Bowden, quote, I don't waste time, my time, or voice or energy. I don't think we'll ever see him play a game again. And keep paying them. That's fine. They can do that. I would release the player and just move on.
And that is the rumor on the Angels staff right now, that they might want to release him and just eat the contract that's left and just move on from him. And they did sign a third baseman who will be the starting third baseman. So they already are looking past him not coming back at all, at least this season. So that's why they signed their third baseman that they signed.
Well, I don't want to confuse you, Lukey's, and I apologize if I did, but I did say that while he was out hurt, there was a cheeky question that he was asked, and he responded. That piled on to his not playing. But his original comment was that baseball is not number one in his life. It is number two. So go figure. And that was long before he began to become injury riddled. And I think it was in the first year of his contract.
That was the first or second year. And didn't you go on something? I mean, I don't know if you remember that, but wasn't it also where he said something to the effect of, we make the playoffs, we don't make the playoffs, I really don't care because baseball is not my main priority. Didn't it go something like that, or am I just imagining
I
it?
believe so. It was something like that. And that's why the baseball world readily said, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It wasn't just Scorekeeper heading to Mars. It was a lot of people. But
you had to catch up because I was on my way to Venus.
There was enough energy to go, and a lot of baseball people were like, "Dude, you are the epitome of baseball right now. and it was just it was disappointing. Now, I appreciate what Lethal Migraine said. Since Trout signed his extension starting in 2019, out of 972 games, he's only played 453 games.
Yeah.
He is, in fact, on the Joel Embiid plan.
I take exception to that because Embiid has said he does not want to play back-to-backs, and he has no plan on ever playing back-to-backs again. And I don't think he's even 30 yet. Trout has proven himself, for the longest time, he was the best in baseball. No one could ever say that about Joel Embiid, that he was the best in basketball. But Trout, his injuries have caught up with him. He pushed himself when he was hurt, and he kept playing for the Angels, hoping, for magic to happen, and it never has. And now all his injuries have caught up with him. But you're right, he hasn't played a lot, just under 50%.
There may be a lot of stuff going on. Big Dog was cut off. I noticed some internet activity. It must have been the earthquake in Malibu. It shook everyone up. That 3.6 really screwed with our networks here in Southern California.
And it was 3.7 yesterday, right? Wasn't it also in Malibu?
Actually, yes, there is quite a bit of activity. 54 degrees! Sorry. And it's now 41.5 outside. So it's just one of those Saturdays, I suppose. Embiid has played half the games in his career. Yep. And now he'll play even fewer back-to-back. So, yeah, whatever. Did the NBA fine him for that?
Yes. They fined him a hefty amount of money, saying, that he has no plan on ever playing back-to-back games again. I believe it was a couple of million. I'd have to check to make sure, but I know it was a hefty amount, and they also fined the Philadelphia 76ers for, I guess, letting that comment get out.
Folks, we have talked about this in the past about the NBA having specific rules. They are, I believe, the only team. I'm sorry. They are. Did I say sorry twice? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. There we go again. The NBA is the only league that I know of that has specific rules about the players having to play. It's like you have to play.
Yeah.
Phil Jackson got around it because there was a logic to what he was doing. I think he had like a late night Thursday game, and then the very next day was a day game for the veterans. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to remember that. Phil Jackson that was different, and I don't think anyone cared.
Yeah.
Because,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
The fining of the players now just came out over the last, I'd say, maybe 5 seasons.
Clippers.
Yeah, exactly. And see what you get for faking that cough. See what happens? It's karma.
Yeah, but the word Clippers is what caused it.
So the reason being is because they are literally getting billions of dollars from all these networks to showcase the NBA and their stars. And of course, the second most hated ones on my list. The second most hated ones, of course, started that whole thing with the load management, because their players couldn't play back-to-backs or whatever it was. And that, of course, was Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. But the thing is, it spread throughout the league. And major marquee games were being shown on TV without the major stars playing. So the NBA said, no, we're going to cut this crap out. So if you are legitimately hurt, we need to know 72 hours in advance of a major TV game. If you're not you're going to be fined heavily. And also, you cannot have 2 stars out at the same time unless they are both, if you say they are injured, we want the medical records to be shown to us showing that they are hurt. And it is not just a a rest type of a game.
Now,
So
in your soliloquy
Mhm.
right now, did you tell us when this rule began? Because I understand it's been a decade thing. It's a decades that this rule has existed.
as far as the fines being heftier and the new rules being
Oh no, yeah.
implemented, that was within the last 5 seasons. But yes, look, the whole thing about having the stars out, it has gone back decades. But
Didn't
it
that
was
start up in the 80s by Stern?
yeah, it was very loosely enforced because most teams back then,
They played their
the
stars.
and the players cared. The players
Yeah.
wanted to be on. The players wanted to be on TV because then that meant more possible outside ventures. Now they don't care. Now they just want their money. They don't care if they win a title. They don't care if they're on TV. You know, as long as they get their rap money or shoe deal money or whatever it is, they don't care. So the
These
NBA
guys,
said, yeah, the NBA said, nope, you're going to play.
these guys have no idea
No,
what
exactly.
basketball was in the 1980s. Have
Yep.
no idea. That was the genius of Stern. He sat everyone down and said, "We need to do this."
Yep.
You yourself told us one of the championship games was on tape delay the next day.
Well, not one. It was the entire season. Back in the very early 80s when the NBA was actually going to go bankrupt if it wasn't for Magic and Bird saving the NBA. The games in 1980, 81, and I think 82, and of course before that, the finals were on at 11:30 at night. If you wanted to see them, they were not shown live. We barely got any games shown on TV, until probably about 80, 82 to maybe 84, things started to change.
Showtime.
Yep, Showtime, and much as I don't like them, I do have to give them credit also. I mean, the Boston Celtics, because it was the rivalry,
Oh
the
my God.
the Celtic Laker rivalry, and of course the Magic Bird rivalry that carried over from college. So
I really believe in a very simple baseball term. The 80s was speed versus power.
yes, oh yeah,
Lakers versus the Boston Red Sox. It was speed
and
versus power.
the Boston Celtic, but yes, and the NBA fed into that where they was the blue collar metal lunchbox toting Boston Celtics, the everyman type thing versus the glitz and glamour of Hollywood.
Yeah, it was.
And they played into it with, of course, got them out of bankruptcy, essentially. Goal!
Omar Mamouche in the 33rd minute, hat trick already. Manchester City 3, Newcastle 0. Anime girl, did you?
You're lucky. You're lucky I'm not drunk.
Oh.
Excuse me?
Because I would have had fun with that name, Mamouche.
Oh.
What did you say there, scorekeeper?
Did you put that comment in the chat room? Did you try to make a joke about retirement, but it didn't work?
Yes.
What was the joke?
That was the joke, you muppet. Read it again. I tried to make a joke about retirement, but it did not work. Yeah, okay. I know you're a working virgin, but come on, please catch up.
Wow.
Okay, that's fair. That's going to be my out right now. I'm not feeling very well this morning. I've already run out of my coffee, and I did not take my medication right now, so I apologize.
Why?
I do need a few minutes. I am going to go get a refill because I am completely out.
Right,
So,
well, and get your medication while you're there and take that as well.
yeah, I'm going to do that. So unfortunately, guys, I'm going to be out about 3 minutes, but I will be back because it takes 2.5 to heat this up. So
Start the timer.
Oh, stop it!
Yep.
Damn it! It takes me forever to walk. Stop it!
It's not my fault, you bloody old bugger.
So, Anime Girl, did you have a chance? Were you able to watch the Super Bowl after the fact, or did you watch it live, or listen to it live?
I managed to get the last. I think I managed to get the last half an hour.
Okay, so you watched the competitive part of it.
I watched a good bit, apparently.
Because it was a blowout the entire game. It was simply astonishing how focused the Eagles were on not allowing Mahomes to do his thing.
Well, from what I can understand, they just closed Mahomes down, and they were so determined that it was their trophy. So they were going to take it. I mean, at the end, I thought this is not a bad score, and then all of a sudden, Chiefs got one, and I thought, oops, what's going on? What's happening?
Yeah.
And then he got another one, and I thought, hey, whoa, guys, this is taking your foot off the accelerator. Get your head back in the game. Christ's sake, back up to 20 points. What's going on? Then, fortunately, the game finished. Yes.
Yeah, it was for the Chiefs. It was way too little, way too late.
Yeah, I put that down in the message. As I said, too little, too late.
They made it respectable, so I'll give them that, because to have the two-time champs, the two-time defending champs, be beaten 44-0, 44-7, that it was already embarrassing the way they lost, but that really would have been devastating losing that way.
If they'd lost like that, I have a funny feeling that there'd been a few heads.
Oh yeah, yep,
definitely.
So I'm happy for Philly special, and I'm pretty sure he was doing backflips, but
he's probably still up there somewhere.
Oh yeah,
him and his egg whites.
when they came out, the way the Eagles came out from the very beginning, I was like, oh, these guys are determined. They want revenge, from losing, was it 4 or 5 years ago, whatever it was that they lost to the Chiefs, and of course, feeling that they deserved it this year. So they had a lot.
Yeah, the first one? It was Chiefs, Philadelphia, and the Chiefs won it. Then the Chiefs won the second one last year, and so this year was the third in a row, and the Eagles decided we're not playing that way.
No, I believe the Eagles won, which was the Chiefs' second Super Bowl win. So that I believe that was 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know they lost the Chiefs, and they decided that wasn't happening.
That's when it was brother versus brother, when it was the Kelsey brothers against each other.
Yeah.
So Philly, let's see. Now you got me on this one. But it was
2 years ago. It's 2 years ago.
Oh, he's here! Oh my God! I speak his name, and he is here. Oh God!
I heard the bleep. I went to see, and I find a dodo. So,
and for me,
take it away.
I looked away for a second to look at my phone to see when it was, and then all of a sudden I hear the golden voice.
Right, so Mr. Big Dog, take
I had
it
to
away.
come in and correct it. It was 2 years ago. I still feel that Super Bowl loss. Even after this win, that one still hurts.
All right, folks. So here we have the man, the myth, and of course he earned this. He is the representative of the world champion, Philadelphia Eagles, and he is here with a smile from ear to ear. He's got his world championship cup. He's got his world championship everything. He's waiting for that merch. He's going to get us out. He's going to fix the economy with all his merch that he's buying. And here he is. Oh, scorekeeper's lounging around there. But, oh, well. As I said, he's representing the guys in green, the most interesting fan group there is in Philadelphia. He's even got the Yep, he's got the sweats. He's probably got the boxers, but we don't want to see that, folks.
No, we don't want to see
So
him.
here we go.
Get
So,
the box.
folks, scorekeeper's back just in time to hear this. He is the
He's
Philly Special. Fly,
Thank you.
Eagles, fly.
That's right. Fly all over them chefs.
The dodo has arisen. Never mind the phoenix. We got the dodo, and he has arisen. Well done, Tony. Good for you, my man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you must have been doing from as you heard, as I was telling Anime Girl, from the second of that first snap, you guys were zeroed in.
Yeah.
You
And
could see.
friends of mine took video recordings of me running around like crazy. So
Oh,
really appreciated that.
We want to see. We want to see. Get him up.
see, those are the real friends. They get
Yeah,
you
they
at your best moments.
yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
Philly, did you see when Sports Talk with the guys called it? We called it at the end of the third quarter when what's his face on a 4th and 5 failed, and on the very next play, Hurts went deep for the touchdown.
Oh yeah, that was
At that moment, we're like, congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles on winning the Super Bowl. I got a lot of flack by people saying, "What are you doing?" It's,
Well, it's 34-0.
yeah, and,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
when he that bomb, it was like, no, never in the history of anything at that, and that was huge. The Eagles handed it to them. It looked like he was tired of the kid. It looked like
Mahomes?
I got the impression, I'm like, oh, did we stay up late? A little too late, young man.
No, I think what it was is because he's tired. He was tired because he was running around the damn field. He probably, I mean, if they tracked, which I know they did track, and someone has the numbers, he ran like he owed everybody money. He owed that defensive line tons of money because he was running. You guys, your D line, hats off. They put pressure on him every single play.
This
And I
was
think
the
you-
number one defense.
I think, yeah, and I think you guys sacked him what, 5 times, 7
Six.
times,
7.
6 times. It was
I'm sorry.
incredible, and he could not get time to breathe. You guys were so, collapsing on him, and if it wasn't coming from the right, it was coming from the left, it was coming from the center, it
And
was
they
coming
never
from all
blitzed.
3.
And they never
Yeah.
blitzed.
And they never blitzed, and
Or
that
guys.
was the incredible thing.
4 guys.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
but
hopefully those guys are up for contract or get
Unfortunately,
some
there
sort
are
of
a bunch.
bonus.
Yeah, unfortunately, there are a bunch. We might be in trouble trying to keep you.
okay, Philly.
Uh,
It was only 4 guys, but it was also the guys in the back that had those excellent receivers covered.
Yep.
But the few times that he got a good pass, they dropped them. Oh my goodness.
yeah, a lot of drop passes.
Yeah, Hopkins.
Yeah.
He was wide open.
Lukey's, or I apologize. No, we were watching the Super Bowl, and I know she was going for the Chiefs, but no, I actually meant to say Lethal Migraine. He was the first one to say 52-17, dude. He said it was going to be a blowout. Remember that?
I said 34-23, and it was 22-40.
Yeah,
Now-
I said
yeah.
it was. They were going to win by 7 or 10. I also felt they were going to win.
I thought it was going to be a close game. Boy, was I wrong. I mean, I'm usually okay on it. And I was one of the kids. I mean, I still remember when scorekeeper said, "You gonna give us a score?" And I was like, "No."
Yeah, I
But-
was filled with dread because I liked the Eagles, which I'll never say that again in my life. And
I'll take it.
I just thought that the Chiefs, damn them, the damn Chiefs, they were probably going to make it close.
Now, were you worried in the fourth quarter? For me, it was too little, too late. When they did make it a respectable game.
Well,
It was.
They pulled
yeah,
the
it was-
starters, though.
You guys pulled the starters.
That's
Yeah.
what got the 2 touchdowns.
were you guys? I mean, were you worried at all when they got to like 20 points? I know there was only like
No,
what,
because
2
the
minutes
backups
left.
were in the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game. So
Yeah,
they could have scored another 10. It didn't matter.
Yeah, and I did the math in my mind that even if the Eagles went 4 and out, kept doing it mathematically, there was no time
Right.
early
Yeah.
in the fourth quarter.
yeah.
And I remember telling Lukey's that it was, in my opinion, okay. You know what? My opinion matters not. Matters not.
Oh yeah, I sent her that one. There is a picture of someone in the stadium, and it's a girl. I think she's wearing Eagles gear, and there's a little Chiefs like voodoo doll, the little knit ones, and she's watching the game, and she's just poking.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. I sent it to
I
Gig.
gotta
Maybe
see
I'll find it. But yeah, she's just like poking. It's a little Mahomes jersey, and she's just stabbing it.
No, Matt, you did say, you didn't say you were going like scorekeeper. Scorekeeper always hedges. No, I don't believe this is what I mathematically I'm making my decisions. You did say the Eagles were going to win. I do remember that. Now, if you guys remember, my whole thing was I had the dread where I'm going for the Eagles,
Same
but
here.
damn the Chiefs. Look, there's a lot of hate about Mahomes this year, whatever, but that's because he's become the winner that he is. And whether you really believe or not, the refs favoring them, let me tell you, they didn't get a damn call in this game. Not a call.
Well, they got that very first one.
Yeah.
The pass interference, it was pass interference. But then
They made a
almost exactly, and it was on you guys that shouldn't have been on there. So I was just like,
blow to the head type thing.
yeah. I was like, okay, so
I thought both were bad.
It would, for me, it was what Chick Hearn, the great Chick Hearn, used to call a mascara. It was a makeup call.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot
exactly
about that one.
Yeah.
That is the only guy that could get away with that.
So, and then from then on, it was pretty.
Then on was fine. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
they let him play.
And of course
that they didn't get a call. I'm not saying that they were favored or they came down too hard on them. I'm just saying they didn't get a call. So,
and that of course is what all the naysayers are talking about. Going, oh well, they finally called the game, down the middle. So that's why the Chiefs lost, And I'm like, no. The Chiefs lost. The Chiefs lost because the Eagles beat the crap out of them. That's why they were the better team, or they are the better team. So, and it was so funny. I was listening. It was a clip, and it was the Kelsey brothers, their podcast that they do, and I guess is Jason was your guy, right? No.
Yes.
Jason Kelsey. Yes. Yeah. So I guess his Travis asked Jason, so who you're going for? And he's like, well, he goes, of course I love you. You're my brother, so of course I want you to win. So Travis gets his big old smile on his face, and then Jason's like, but he's all, I'm green through and through. He's all, you cut me. He goes, I bleed green. He's also, I want all my brothers to win also. And Kelsey's like, hey, wait a minute. He's like, I love you because you are my brother, but these guys were my brothers in battle. He's also, yes, I want you to win. Yes, I want them to win. He's all I know is I'm going to be happy because one of my brothers is going to win. Yep. And I was just like, all right, I'll give it to you.
He political answer.
Yeah, he's hedging on that one, but I'm pretty sure deep down, even though he loves his brother, he wanted the Eagles to win.
Absolutely, I think so too.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll bring him back as some sort of assistant coach or anything, or is that not in his?
If he wants to be, I think eventually, yes. I think right now he's going to be gone from the game a couple of years, just doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
But I think he'll get lowered right back in, wheeled in, and I think he'll be a coach.
Because he was considered pretty much the best center at the time, right, when he retired?
Yep.
Yeah. And that's a lost art.
Yeah, I think Kansas City's.
Yeah.
set too.
Yeah.
But no, that was a great game. I wanted to blow out because the last two the Eagles were in just were stressful as hell. Losing by 3, and then that Brady
Yeah.
one where we had to wait for that pass to hit the ground, the Hail Mary. Yeah, so it was nice. It was good.
We
Good.
also talked about the fact that there were more Eagles on that team that were coming back, and there was a mission. They were all on a mission. I don't know if you guys noticed, but every time they went to the sideline, oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to go out? They were on the sideline. You could see the Eagles. It was almost a cage beast like. And every time you switch to the Chiefs, it's like someone had just lit off a firework, and they're like, I don't know what happened. It looked like a collective. They just weren't there. And I didn't get that. But, folks, the better team won.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it wasn't because of this. It was a bit. No, they kicked. They beat them. That's it. I already heard the Chiefs choked. Being a Yankee of 2004, I've already talked about the choke thing. No, the Eagles wanted this one, and they did it. That's it. You know what? I enjoyed the game. I did. I enjoyed the game because I was family. I hadn't seen an uncle for a while. Of course, I was visiting with my siblings, and Gmo was suffering through the game. Life was bitching. There's a little bit more to that story right
They
now.
were just more physical. I mean, I think that's why they looked that way on the sidelines. The Chiefs, they knew physically they were just getting manhandled.
The Chiefs,
demoralizing.
the Chiefs pretty much, when you saw the Chiefs sideline, it looked like they had all been collectively punched in the gut.
Yeah.
Just across the line.
Yep.
And at the very end, when they showed Travis, and he was emotional, and it is an emotional thing. I mean, you're expected to win. Everybody thought they were going to win, and you guys just beat the crap out of them. I think that realization hit when there's that one where he's just staring like off into space.
Yeah.
And I know you loved every second of that. I know that.
The Mahomes pout, that was my favorite.
So you're like me, you're a fan through and through. And when the enemy is losing and you see it on their face, you're like, yes, yes.
Blood in the water.
Yep. Exactly. So, but these guys were defeated. The thing though now is, how are they going to come back? As far as the Chiefs are concerned, you guys, I think, are going to be great on the comeback if you can retain most of your people. Because I know now it's a money thing now. Yep. But if you can retain most of your people, I think you guys are going to do fine. The question now is, the Chiefs, won three of four, Super Bowls. Can that team come back one more time? And we talked about it all year. These guys were not as good as their record showed. And if it wasn't for a doink here and a size 13 and instead of a size 12 there, on touchdowns and stuff, they would have had about I think it was a 10-7 record or a 9-8 record. Yeah. That was very plausible for that for it to have happened. So, and I've said it all year. They did not look strong. They did not look. This was their worst showing as a team throughout the year of all their Super Bowl possibilities.
Yep.
And the better team came out and said, you know what, we're going to expose every single weakness that you have, and they did. And hats off to the Eagles. But it's gonna be interesting to see what the Chiefs come back with next year. Are they going to just implode, or are they going to take the Eagles type of mentality and say, you know what, we got our asses kicked, and we need to prove ourselves. You guys took more of last time. It was a close game. We should have won that game. If it wasn't for this is not going to happen this year. That was your mentality. You could tell, as I said, as soon as you guys, every time you guys took the field, offensive, defensively, you guys were like, no, we're going to play the perfect game, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And on that note, I got to go get my daughter. Shit, I didn't realize what time it was. I will be back.
Anime Girl? I guess they're muted for a moment. So, how you doing, Tony?
I'm fantastic. On
I
my
bet
7
you
days off, this is day 2. Besides a blizzard out there, and I can't wait to shovel. I haven't shoveled yet. Got about 4 inches right now.
Did you just call me scorekeeper?
Yes,
I did.
he phoned you.
Yeah, I was doing something other people can't do for me. Think about it. What can you do that somebody else cannot do for you? And I don't mean breathe in your case, scorekeeper.
Speak English?
I went to the White House.
Be a Cowboys fan?
No, I went to the White House.
Oh, you went to the water closet.
Bingo.
Did you hear what Big Dog said?
No, I missed that one. I missed that one.
When you said that, I can do what no one else can, and he said, be a Cowboys fan.
I see. We're back to that, are we?
There ain't nobody else like them bums.
What do you mean, back to that, are we?
It's all right.
Before you were here, we were cowboy aficionados, and I'll use that term loosely.
No, you weren't. Don't even go there.
The Cowboys were mentioned every Sunday.
Yeah, in the derogatory terms. Yeah, okay, I get it.
Was
I get
easy. You just happened.
And ever since the dodo appeared, oh hell, man! It's been like eagles in the sun and the
gasoline on the fire
dirt.
now.
I mean, I get it. Pick on the Brit. I don't mind.
I don't know if that is 100% accurate. It's quite a bit, but I don't think it's 100%. I'm not going to do the math either. I'm too tired for that right now. Way too tired. So, knowing that there are a lot of free agents, I know this is a stupid question, but will the entirety of the team return? Not really.
No way.
Yeah. There's a lot of talent that's a free agent this year.
Yeah. Especially, on defense. I mean, our probably best player on defense, Zach Bond, our linebacker, he's a free agent. Milton Williams, our defensive tackle, is a free agent.
And good for them, man. But they didn't
Josh
only
Sweat,
have
a
a
defensive
big game.
end, who they said should have been the MVP of the game. He's a free agent. He had 2.5 sacks.
Yeah, in the NFL, it's the quarterback of the winning team that's the MVP almost always.
Right. Yep.
Hey, Lethal, who is the last non-quarterback to win an MVP of the winning team? I know he'll get it first shortly.
Was it a Broncos running back? TD?
Oh. It could very well be.
I'm just guessing. I don't know.
I will find that. I would guess Ray Lewis. I don't know, but it's good. Now, Lethal's great comment, Anime Girl. Everyone loves the Cowboys. They are America's team, after all. I know quite a few people in my universe that are Cowboy fans, and my whole thing is why?
Right.
Why? I mean, why?
Right.
But they have the same theme when I say Yankees. It's just, I told you guys why I'm a Yankee fan. I'm not.
The Yankees are the evil. The Yankees are the evil empire of baseball.
They will forever be.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. So, 2022 Cooper Cup, LA Rams. Thank you, Lethal Migraine.
Wow.
That's fairly recent. Yeah. I forgot. And I was cheering for the Rams. You guys all know that I had always been a fan of Mr. Detroit Lion.
Yeah. I like Stafford.
Over the years, I had seen him single-handedly beat some big teams, and he did not have a good team ever.
He got pounded.
Yeah.
Always playing through injuries. Yeah.
I think I've said this. I had a man crush on Stafford. There's no doubt. I always thought he was a good quarterback, and I felt, oh, wait, not everyone is a Cowboy fan. Certainly not me. Yuck. Well, I'm not a Cowboy fan. Yeah, I'm definitely not a Cowboy fan. So it is what it is, folks. But
Mr. Alvarez is off my Christmas card list. Stuff it. Getting smaller by the day. Let me see. No goalkeeper, no Dodo, no big dog, no Matt Alvarez. I'm good here. I'm not. My Christmas card list is slowly getting smaller.
I guess
Saving on stamps.
your Brexit list is doing better for you then.
I wasn't a Brexit fan, so it didn't concern me. As far as I'm concerned, it was the biggest cock up going, but never mind.
Yeah.
We made our cock up. We voted for Brexit. You made your cock up. You voted for the demented pigeon.
Yours is forever. Ours is not. Matt loves the Athletics and the Cowboys. I don't know why he continues this charade.
Oh, he'll love you for that one, Lethal. He sure will.
I mean, guys, you need to know this. From 2011, okay, from 2011, Lethal has been writing Matt on the whole Matt Alvarez, president of the Athletics. Dude, this is not recent, okay?
He's a boy, is all Lethal. He certainly knows his stuff.
Well, we are getting a few comments in the chat room. I'm not 100% right. They're directing us since there are so many people on the network, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Commented I would be able to respond through the chat. So, but it is all good. We are live right now. We're doing sports. So thank you for joining us, Chloe. So, there goes Matt again. Enough of that crap. Just let it go. Who, me? Matt, I know you are a fan of what you are a fan of.
Is that Matt getting under his frozen trope now? Let it go?
I don't know. He's probably seen it. I opened the door to the garage because I walked outside and it felt like it was a lot warmer outside than it is in here. And it's 45 degrees outside. It's 54 in here.
Yeah, was that Ash asking to get out or?
No, that was Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
But you did hear Cinnamon, right?
Yeah, I heard him. Yeah, I thought it was with Ash actually. I thought he deemed to keep you.
I believe in honesty, so Matt playing pretend is against what I believe. It's that simple.
Oh boy, he's even worse than me and Dodo Boy.
No lethal.
Oh dear.
This is great. Hey, folks, 8:09 a.m. Pacific time. This is Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday Morning Quarterbacks on Saturday, February 15th, the day after the Lonely Hearts. And it's all good in the hood, so they say. We're getting over the Super Bowl event. I do want to publicly thank my sisters for hosting a wonderful event on Sunday. It was great being able to be there and spend time with the family. I did, for the first time in my life ever, arrive to the game late. I made it with about 8 minutes left in the first quarter. I just ran out of time. For some reason in my mind, it was going to start at 4:30, and I knew better. It always starts at 3:30 in the Pacific, and I got there at about 3:43, whatever. I was disappointed. Oh my God, I'm going to be late. I can't believe it. I'm going to be late. I had never missed a Super Bowl, so I am late to the first one ever in my life. That will never happen again. Have you ever missed a Super Bowl, Philly?
Nope. No, I used to host the parties all the time, so I couldn't be late for most of the years, but no.
I was hosting, I host here on the last Thursday in March. I do a baseball thing, and I just tell people, I don't even bother because it's on a Thursday. It's all day. No one can afford to do it, but Monday or that Thursday, I'm off. I don't go to work. And being that I'm out here on the West Coast, the first game's at 10 a.m., second game's at 1, third game's at 4, and the last game starts at 7. It's all day, man. Doesn't get much better than that. So I love doing that, and I've invited people to come over and join me, and some do, some don't. So Matt says, I hate being late. I've always been the guy that's on time, but over the years, there's more to that, right? I do not have the ability to fast forward, though, Matt. I had to turn on my heater. It's cold here, and I know why. Yeah, because the temperature dropped, right? It does not feel cold anymore since I opened the door, even though it's 46 degrees outside. Isn't that funny? So I don't know what it is. Maybe there was something in here, Tony.
Yeah.
You know, there's been nothing for a while now from the last time I spoke about it.
Man, the possum chased it out. Possum scared the ghost.
Oh, get in there. Get in there.
Now, for those of you who know, in my universe, Hope said, where's part 2 of the video? And I'm like, I did not post part 2 because my daughter filmed part 2. I did tell Hope, I said, I cannot post part 2 because the Humane Society would be on me. I joked about getting my Darth Vader lightsaber and actually, you know, trying to scare the crap out of it. And that thing was just like, sorry. You could hear the clash. You know, the lightsaber was going off. And the thing was turning around and hissing at me. That thing would not move. It reminded me of an engineer in heat. It would not move. And it was, I couldn't get that dumb little rat to get out. And yes, I maneuvered that lightsaber in ways that the Humane Society might have me arrested. I didn't harm the animal, but yeah. I heard my name. What did you say, Roger? I don't know, La Tortuga.
Oh, now you're just being nasty there, scorekeeper. You're just being nasty. You know he's not a tortoise.
Once again, I'm not the one that gave him that name. Well, okay,
Yes,
I
you are.
gave him La Tortuga, but you guys named him the turtle.
Yeah, but
right?
you gave him the name, so it's your fault.
No, someone
Yes.
else called him Turtle. And I immediately, Tony, the minute you guys were Turtle, I'm like, La Tortuga? That was funny, huh? I remember, Tony, the first time I said that, you died laughing. Oh, man, and I was just going with that forever. La Tortuga. Oh, my God. I was trying to do my own WWE entrance. La Tortuga!
You know, you ought to be careful. Matt might have you for victimization.
Do you know
I
how
love that
tall
name.
Matt is?
Mm-hmm.
If I swing my arm out, I might get the top of his hair. Hey, Matt, how tall are you?
4'6" if he's lucky on a wet day.
No. He's like, what are you, Matt? You're like, what, 5'6", 5'7"? He's probably going to tell me I'm 5'10".
He's smaller than I am.
still have you by an inch.
I'm good. Somebody shorter than me.
He's shorter than
I
me.
know I like Matt.
Well, how tall are you, Tom?
5'8".
5'8". Oh, you're shorter than I am. Hey. Oh, you're wider though. That's where it comes. See, you're wider than I am, but I'm taller than you. Yay! I got the height.
You get the better deal. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see what's coming. You have to wait and find out.
What is being said about me? Your lack there, your physical dexterity, your height. How tall are you? 5'7". What did I say? I swing my arm out, I might get him in his forehead. I've known girls taller than you, Matt.
I don't know. Some people talk about victimizing them.
Victimizing what? He's going to come back to LA. I don't think, Matt, are you coming back this year or next? It's probably going to be next year, right? In 2026. So we're looking forward to your return. We keep asking Matt if there are any APW events going on. There it is, vertically challenged. I'm probably gonna have to rewind for that. I bet he could show up to a spring training and they would think he's an actual player. That's funny. That's funny. I like that.
Well, what's this pile on Matt Day because the guy's back in action? I don't know.
No, he's having trouble with this phone. You'll miss when you swing. You're funny, man. You're a good guy, brother. You are.
Yeah. You get your backside back on this program, for Christ's sake. You know, get these other idiots in check.
Can't wait till you return. I've got to tell you, I didn't check the mail last night. I was busy, but I looked at the mail this morning, and I kind of chuckled to myself. I'm not going to say anything other than I was going to say, you guys all know that my electric bill was out of control in August, right? I'd never had a $700 electric bill. But I finally got the letter from Southern California Edison that finally said, that's it, dude. February 25th, you got to pay the bill. And I was like, this is February 25th. That was August. Holy crap. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how much it is because I'm embarrassed by it, but it is immense. But my whole thing is,
what the hell?
Only a bureaucrat can use the bureaucratic system to bureaucrat out of a deadline. Oh my God. Like I said, I finally saw my bill and I'm like, whew, I'm glad it's, February. 700 was 1 month.
That's 5 summer months here. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah. It was. Why do you think you people have heard me say I want to move? It was horrible. It got to 113 here. And it was just, it was bad. But anyway, all I can say is that I finally got the bill. I looked at it and it was 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal. There were 4 placements on that bill. I looked at it and I said, okay. Good job, scorekeeper. That happened in August. So I was proud of myself. Let's see. I was worried about my page bill, but no, everything is fine. I'm glad, Matt. I am. But thank God, if it was in January, I'd be frightened. I really would. But all I can say is like, he's all right. I'm not happy about it, but hey, it's all good. Like I said, I genuinely chuckled. I'm like, damn, I extended it that long. Yes, folks. In the 1980s and 90s, scorekeeper could kite with the best of them. And only those that are cops know what that is. Right, Tony? How many people did you have to arrest for kiting? It's very rare, right? But when you did, it was big.
Yeah.
Dude, I had it down. I knew when I could make the deposits at a certain ATM. And I had 5 checking accounts, dude. I could float funds for 15 days, baby.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I did. It's way beyond the statute of limitations. Dude, I learned how to do it. I learned, but now under check 21, damn, the check clears the same damn day. Okay, sorry, Matt. Your PG&E bill. That's the electric utility up there. All right. Well, either way, folks, all kidding aside, all I can say is that I feel a lot better that it's in February, but I did get my final February 20th. It's February 25th. That's a Tuesday. I mean, okay. It's all good. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Tony, are there any stories that you like to get to?
No, I mean, last night was my first night off, so I've been working a lot, so I've missed whatever's happened besides the Super Bowl.
Yeah. How does California Power work? Is there no cap on what the electric company can charge? No, there is no such thing. Never been. As a matter of fact, folks, PG&E some years ago, when it came to heating in San Diego, do you guys remember that? That after deregulation, people in San Diego, this was in the 2000s, they were paying $600-$700 gas bills in the 2000s. And we who were in LA, we didn't have any of that because they opened up in phases certain part of the state to deregulation. And it was horrible in San Diego in the 2000s. And it was under PG&E. So nope, there's no cap. Yeah, Xcel Energy has to ask the state for permission to raise rates. Oh, same thing here. Same thing. They have to ask for permission. But anyway, asking for permission is one thing. Being a dick in baseball is another. But we won't talk about the Dodgers anymore. So how's your team, dude? You guys got your pitcher back, right, with the Detroit Tigers?
Yeah, I think Flaherty from the Dodgers.
Yeah, well, they traded him to the Dodgers. They got some kids, and now they got him back in free agency.
Yeah.
That is the one pitcher. Remember I told you I wanted that pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
I was super bummed when the Dodgers got him. And I was like, man, that's one that I definitely was, oh. And sure enough, he helped the Dodgers win the World Series. But, hey, what are you going to do? How's your Detroit team looking?
I mean, they didn't make many moves. I was hoping they make some big moves. So I don't know. I mean, the kids played great, though, last year. They exceeded all expectations. So I guess they're just rolling back pretty much with the same team.
Yeah. The Yankees went ahead. They already had a
lot
team.
Of moves. Yankees made a lot of moves.
They did. And as I said, folks, when the Yankees got Soto, we didn't get him for the defense. We got him for his getting on base, which is phenomenal. He's a good hitter. His numbers are excellent. The man gets on base. And that's what he excels at. And he gets big hits at big times. There's no doubt. You saw the postseason. It is what it is. But the Mets, that $760 million, dude, that's gonna choke the team for a long time to come. And it's gonna be an albatross. When I saw the numbers getting that high, of course I wanted him to stay on the team, but knowing the economics, knowing all that, I'm glad he is not on the team.
Yep. I'm not happy though he's in the Phillies division. He's a beast.
But the Phillies still have that core.
They do. But why they got Max Kepler thinking he's an everyday player, I don't see it.
Okay, yeah.
He's like a 236 career hitter.
Yeah.
Well, I know Lethal probably knows all about him because he's a former Twin.
Ooh.
I mean, I think he
loves the Twins.
I think he'd be a good role player, but they're trying to put him in that eighth spot regularly, from what I hear.
Yeah. One of the last role players was with Miami and others. He was like a second baseman. I forget his name now. He was on the Hall of Fame ballot this year. And I don't think he got 5%. And he wasn't a Hall of Famer, but he was one of the last best role players. Watching Max Kepler pretend to play baseball is hard to stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Angels are not going to be any good this year. They're just not.
Mm-hmm.
The Athletics, I don't see it. They made one big signing. I forget the guy they signed. It's nothing. The San Francisco Giants find a way to be competitive. I'm not going to count them out. A lot of people are counting them out, but it's good when the Giants are competitive in baseball. It's just a different flavor. The Pirates, remember? When the Pirates are good, baseball's good. Yeah. I don't know why that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But see, they've got the makings. Oh, and Dude, on the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. Oh, man.
What a
That
year he had.
guy.
What a year.
Oh, yes. And he's only a 2-year player, man. I think he's 23 or something. It's ridiculous. Folks, you real Dodger fans already thrown a tantrum because I'm actually talking about Ellie De La Cruz. But Ellie De La Cruz could very well be the face of baseball this year. That guy with the Reds. Oh, my goodness. He plays it with such a fervor, such a skill. Oh, my goodness. I believe the days of Mike Trout being the best player are now officially over. Who's going to take the crown? I don't know. There's that guy in Atlanta still. That guy is still pretty good.
Yeah.
But I think Ellie De La Cruz can capture the face of baseball. Not the best player, but the face. We'll see. Hopefully Anime Girl and Big Dog will be back. So what are you going to be doing for the next 7 days or 6 days, buddy?
Besides shoveling snow, I don't know.
Yeah, you beat me to it. Dude, you seem excited. Are you going to make a trip back to Pittsburgh and go try Primanti Brothers again?
Not with this weather anytime soon. I
Would
wanted
you
to go to the
back?
parade. Yeah, I'll be going back for baseball.
Okay, but would you go back to Primanti Brothers now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I could stop in there then with all my Phillies gear. That should go well too during baseball
Yeah.
season.
Dude, food's food, man. Food is food.
I make friends everywhere I go.
What a bit on that one.
I was being sarcastic.
No, I would never have guessed. You sarcastic? Hell no. Dodos are never sarcastic.
And speaking of never being sarcastic, the Twins are winning the World Series. Huge offseason. They signed Ty France, Harrison Bader, and Daniel Colum. Best offseason of any team. Way to go, Lethal. Wow. That's funny.
That guy can get in just right. Oh, hello. He must be reading some dad jokes. You reading dad jokes there, scorekeeper?
No, I'm going to try to avoid them right now. I already delivered my one joke earlier and no one laughed, so it's okay. I don't care how good Zach Wheeler is. $40 million, $42 million a year for a pitcher is crazy. The things that we've seen in the last 5 years, the acceleration of sellers are just unreal. So Shohei Ohtani will be entering his second year with the Dodgers. If they keep him hitting, I see no reason why he could not have a follow-up year to what he did. Adjusting to National League pitching full-time. There was no adjustment for him. He did very well. I fully expect that he should carry on with his numbers. Whether he pitches or not, it doesn't matter now. It really doesn't. I hope to go to FanFest in a few weeks and also some games this season. Do you have any minor league teams around you? Yeah, you do, don't you, in Detroit?
I don't know. There's one somewhere, I think, on the west side of the state, Michigan.
Is it called the Toledo Mud Hens?
Well, that's in Ohio. That's another state away. But yeah, I've gone to plenty of those games. I've been to Toledo quite a bit. That's the closest. But I know there's some AA. I don't know about AAA. There's got to be in Michigan, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
definitely not nearby, not near Detroit. Let's see.
St. Paul Saints and the Twins AAA team probably could beat the Major League Baseball roster as well. That's funny. Los Angeles or the Southern the Inland Empire, to be specific, is adding a fourth minor league team. Did you guys know the what is it? The Bees, the Modesto Bees. They're coming south. They'll be here in 2026. They're going to move to San Bernardino. The San Bernardino team, the 66ers, will be moving to Rancho Cucamonga, where the Dodgers used to play. And the Quakes, that team is going to move to Ontario. So, kind of cool.
Okay, I got the Michigan ones. There's the Lansing Lugnuts, which is west, quite a ways west of me. You got the Great Lakes Loons. Never heard of them. They're in Midland, Michigan. I believe that's northwest from here. And West Michigan Whitecaps. So they're out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. They're west.
Yeah.
So Toledo by far is the closest. And Toledo's a great, the Mud Hens are a fun stadium and fun watch. It's cheap too. It's like $15. You get a great seat. Yeah, anywhere you sit's a great view.
Yeah. I talk about, let me see. I'm being told by Anime Girl that I have to oil my chair. It's squeaking. Yep, does a lot of that. So I'm sorry for all the creaking and all that. So it just means I'm alive. Have Otani be closer. Yes, Anime Girl.
I was going to say, I was kind of working out, is it the chair or is it you that's doing the squeaking?
He's like the Tin Man. He's like the Tin Man.
Yeah, I was going to work that one through, which one it was,
Joints.
Mind you, I thought it could have been the Philly Specials bed, but, I thought, no.
No, my bed don't make any noise.
Yeah, you got that one well suppressed, have you? To make sure,
Could be a
headboard away from the wall. We know.
Oh, do you have a waterbed?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, doesn't that freeze up there?
Yeah, it probably would.
Yeah, you get seasick on a waterbed, does our Philly. I'm telling you. Woo-hoo.
Yeah. Jeez.
I hate waterbeds, especially when they go pop. Ugh, get wet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're getting, it depends if you get all crazy in your bed to make it pop. I don't know what you're doing.
Well, you think waterbeds don't go pop? I know they go pop.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
Plain Christian life, I wouldn't know.
Don't you bring religion into this. Just because Moses parted the bloody waves, don't think you can.
WD-40 is what Matt needs for the bedroom door. Sorry, Matt.
WD-40 is quite useful, It has a myriad amount of uses. It's fantastic.
I think WD-40, along with the gray electrical tape, is part of the redneck repair kit. Yeah, I think it definitely is.
Where a scorekeeper walks around with a shovel and some duct tape.
I did for a short while, but I don't. Tony walks around with the shovel more than I do. Yeah. I mean, you actually enjoy shoveling snow, don't you?
I do. My back doesn't appreciate it, but I like it. It gives me at least a good workout, especially today.
Duct tape and super glue make the world a better place. Oh, my God. That's funny. I like that. Oh, man. This is the week in between all of the big stuff. Because I believe, the draft is going to be in April. The combine is in March, isn't it?
I think so. And then baseball starts, pitchers and catchers in a week or two?
Actually, this week.
This week? Okay.
We're already a week into the warm-ups or spring training. The first games are going to be next week, I believe the 24th to the 25th. So, yeah.
Awesome.
So what are you going to do for the holiday on Monday? I'm doing nothing.
You got another bloody holiday?
Yeah, another one?
Yeah, it's President's Day.
Oh.
Let's see. The only month on the American calendar without a holiday is April, my month, and August. They're the only ones that don't have a holiday.
Isn't Easter in April?
Well, Easter can also be in March. But yeah, generally March and April. Because you have the new one on the West Coast, or in California, which is Cesar Chavez holiday, which is on the last Monday in March. I don't think the world has that one, but we in California do. That's kind of neat. I think they're talking about adding another holiday. So in my old employer, there used to be 2 holidays in February for the 2 different President's Days. And they put it on at the end of November. You have Thanksgiving and then the day after. It's 4 days off. But it looks like they're wanting to make it a federal holiday. So that's interesting. That means they would move that calendar holiday back somewhere else. That'd be neat. So it is very quiet right now, folks. The NBA is moving forward. They are in their playoff run, as is the NHL. And as I went over the schedule early on, we had all the motorsports schedules. A lot of them are starting up. As I mentioned, National Rugby League down in New Zealand. They're playing their practice games as well. So this is February. See, this is when, sorry, Anime Girl, but over here in the United States, this is when we used to get the swimsuit edition. Remember that? In the darkness of winter, we used to get that.
I was about to say, February swimsuits? Really?
Oh, it used to be. Right, Tony?
Oh, yeah.
Must have a plethora of blue tits, but never mind.
Well, they always did it the summer before.
Oh, well, there you go.
But now they moved it. I forget when the swimsuit edition is now. And because they no longer did it in winter, I dropped my Sports Illustrated subscription. When is it? In 2025? I don't know when it is right now. Actually, I don't have a date for it. But I think it's like May or June now. Which I think is overkill. You got the magazine, then you can just go to the beach. Come on, man. That's why it did so well, because it used to be in the winter. But what do I know? I don't know anything. All right. Well, Anime Girl, do you have anything that you would like to get to this morning?
Well, I did put something in earlier about the Jets and their quarterback predictions, with their best options to replace Aaron Rodgers. Apparently, it seems like the Jets will need a new starting quarterback in 2025. After making it official, they will move from Aaron Rodgers this offseason. So there you go. Excuse me a moment. Apparently, while Rodgers tries to find a new NFL home, really? Somebody's going to take that bloody idiot?
Someone will take
Raiders.
Yeah. The Jets have a clean slate to pursue a new quarterback of choice under new GM Darren, I don't know how you say that, Mogi, and head coach Aaron Glenn. The Jets took Glenn from the Lions and also had offensive coordinator Tanner Engstrand from Detroit. That provides some hint to predict which veteran or rookie quarterback they will target most as best replacement option for Rodgers, short or long term. So there you go. So come on. You're good at guessing these things. I've got a list of 6 here. Let's see if these 6 match up with anything that you people can think of. Tony, goalkeeper. Any ideas who the six they've got their eyes on at the moment?
The Raiders, the Raiders, the Raiders, the Raiders, the Raiders, the Raiders.
Okay, right. But they're talking about the Jets, who they may sign. I am surprised that Derek Carr is on the list.
Yeah, Carr is there. Carr is on the list. So is Kirk Cousins from the Falcons. He's on the list. Along with Quinn Ewers from Texas, Jackson Dart, Cam Ward, and Sanders from Colorado.
Yeah.
They're all on the list.
Where are the Jets drafting this year?
Looks like
Are they
number
top
7.
5 or 8?
Number 7.
7. I mean, they could just draft a rookie quarterback.
Well, yeah.
Like you said, Cam Ward out of Miami.
Yeah,
Miami.
he's second on the list, actually, Cam Ward.
I think the Giants would grab him, and they're like third, I think. Yeah, Giants are third in the draft.
Wow.
Well, they reckon Sanders can slip past the Browns with the number 2 choice, Giants number 3, and Raiders number 6. The Jets, if they like him enough, can trade up a few spots to draft him. So with Ward, he's top 3 with the needy Tennessee on the clock.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Lethal Migraine believes that the next quarterbacks for the Jets will be Vinny Testaverde and Chad Pennington.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Hey, Lethal would know this. What's Minnesota going to do with Sam Darnold? Would he possibly go to the Jets or Giants?
Oh, wow.
Minnesota going to keep him?
He's a tentative free agent, huh?
Yep.
Well, the Cowboys are sticking with their quarterback, aren't they?
Oh, they signed him long deal.
Yeah, they're sticking with him.
Stuck.
They've been stuck for years. What are you on about?
You're going to get stuck for
they're one step away from being bloody extinct, those buggers, I'm telling you.
55 degrees.
You're bragging or complaining?
Is this June already? What? Did you fast forward to June?
I don't know. Let's ask Matt. I don't think Minnesota knows what they're going to do with him yet, but are saying JJ will be ready to go. And if they can't get Rodgers for a good price, if they can get him, they would bring him in. Someone's going to give Aaron Rodgers a 1-year deal. And sadly, that might be the Raiders, but man. Yeah, I don't want to see it, but you know, Tony. Oh God, yeah, it's killing me, man.
Influence Brady has. Brady likes him.
Oh, that's so disgusting. Just so disgusting.
No, not the Raiders.
Lethal Migraine says Raiders will probably go with Russell Wilson, and if he gets cut, Geno Smith. Well, why would the Mariners get rid of Geno Smith?
What the hell?
I don't know.
Is that your Big Dog?
It's Big Dog, yeah. We actually heard the girls, Big Dog.
No one's talking. No one's talking.
All right, then they were coming out of Lethal sorry, who the hell are you?
Philly Special.
Yeah, there it is.
I got nothing here. I don't know.
I don't have anything except a bunch of little
furry things. But there was
Geno Smith's cap number is $42 million. Nobody likes that number.
Damn.
Wow.
No, the Raiders are going to be stupid enough to sign Aaron Rodgers.
You're a jerk.
100%.
If the Raiders sign Aaron Rodgers, you may as well kiss your butt goodbye. Because that man will absolutely destroy that team.
Even worse than they already are?
Even worse than they already. And listen, mate, Aaron Rodgers could go to the Dallas Cowboys and he could wreck it worse than they already are. So that says everything for you.
Be worse than
What?
Minshew Mania.
I don't mind if he goes to the Cowboys. That's okay.
You all right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the Cowboys need duct tape and bloody cling film the way they're going because the crap garbage.
Speaking of the Eagles, I have a question for Philly since, I don't know if he has any inside information or anything, but Jalen Hurts was on one of the late night talk shows. Yeah, and I'm not sure it was Kimmel or
He was on
Jimmy Fallon. Either one, but when they asked about the tush push, he said that's not what they call it.
Quarterback
I was just
sneak.
wondering, what do they call it?
Jalen calls it a quarterback sneak.
Oh.
No, Billy calls it the brotherly shove.
Oh, okay, because he was like insinuating that it was something else, but he wasn't going to tell anybody because he refused to say what they actually call it.
Well, I guess the team has, I guess, another name for it, but I heard Jalen said it's a quarterback sneak, but I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what he's referring to. They got a name, probably the play call, the official name.
Yeah, so because I guess he was talking, I think it was Saquon Barkley was with him, and he said when he got to the team, he thought it was called the tush push.
Right.
And then when they called it something else, when they called it what they call it, he thought I was surprised. But neither of them would admit to whatever it was.
Yeah, I haven't heard. But then Saquon said he's got the easiest job. He pushes the tush.
He's a push. He pushes the tush.
And Jalen just looked at him.
Jalen just kind of looked at him like, oh, God, dude.
That was hilarious. Yeah, that was really funny. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to try to find that out what the team calls it. I like brotherly shove.
Yeah. How was the parade, and were there any?
I heard there was. I heard 2 women got shot and killed. I heard.
Oh my God!
Tragedy. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I thought LA was bad with our parades. You guys put us to shame.
Right. That's what I heard. I got to confirm that. Let's see. Yeah, man's in custody after 2 shot during the parade. Let's see. CBS News.
Wasn't there last year's parade? Wasn't there also shooting with the Chiefs? If I remember correctly.
I think. God, yeah, I think so. I remember
there was something with the last parade as well. Somebody did something, didn't they?
There was.
Yeah, because there was because I remember they said bystanders tackled the guy.
Yeah,
that was last year.
That was last year because we were talking about it.
Shit, I hope that's not a trend. I hope that's not a trend with football winning their championships.
Oh, well, Dallas is safe then.
Okay, apparently
so are the Raiders.
Are okay, apparently.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so they didn't get killed.
They arrested the guy. Yeah, so that's good.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Scorekeeper's taking a nap.
Yeah, well, he's old. He's old. As long as he doesn't start to snore, because he hasn't put himself on mute.
No, he doesn't snore. I remember that.
You didn't have to roll over and hit him, huh?
No,
does he talk in his sleep?
He was the small spoon. I was the big spoon, so it was okay. He didn't.
I say, does he talk in his sleep? Because we might be able to get him to talk in his sleep. Deep dark secrets.
Yeah.
Like where the bodies are buried and where the money's hidden. All that stuff. Oh dear.
Did you guys talk about the Hall of Fame class last week? I don't remember.
No, we did not. It was a very small class, if I'm not mistaken. Only four members got in, or four players.
Yeah, only 4.
Yeah, I was very surprised by that. That it was such a small class.
It did not break my heart that Eli Manning didn't get in.
Yeah, and he was very gracious about it. The way he said it doesn't bother him, which I'm like,
no, because he knows he'll get in. He knows he'll get in.
Yeah.
The Giants fans were all mad, so it made me happy.
Let's see, Antonio Gates and let's see,
my guy Eric Allen.
Yeah.
Jared Allen from Minnesota, beast.
Yeah, and surprisingly, Sterling Sharp. I was kind of surprised at that one.
Yeah.
Says it was the smallest class since 2005, which is also a 4-member class. That year was Marino, Young, Fritz Poland, and Benny Friedman. That was in 2005. Says Colts and Patriots kicker Adam Vinatieri, Carolina Panthers Luke Kuechly, and Giants quarterback Eli Manning, all in their first year eligibility, were not selected.
Should we make sure Squarekeeper is breathing? Can you reach and grab his pulse? Where's his pulse?
Hey, Raj. Roger.
Scorekeeper. Hello.
At least
Wait,
good. Oh, there
it is.
All right. You
Okay.
get worried.
Yeah, so was I. I was starting to get a little worried because you weren't moving at all. So, everything okay?
Yeah. Folks, I'm so sorry.
Did you doze off or?
I'm tired. I cannot.
Raising my blood pressure. My goodness.
I'm so sorry. I'm listening to you guys, and then all of a sudden,
Okay,
it's
good.
like,
That's good.
No, you went hibernating.
I'm like, what? What's going on? I was thinking over here what you guys were saying. I was resting back, and then I was about to go. Lala.
But the thing was, because since you had your eyes closed, and we were wondering, Philly was going like this, essentially poking your butt, and that's when you kind of woke up and we looked at us.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I'm sorry, folks.
Tony's got some long ass fingers, I guess. I don't know.
Sorry, Tony, but I guess it worked.
Them dumb eagles can get anywhere.
That's right.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh no, we were just kind of worried because you really were not moving at all. So you were stuck. I was kind of wondering just before Tony said it too. I'm like, he's not moving at all. Is he? Hopefully, he's just asleep.
Yeah, I was about to go. When you're like, yeah. That's why. Because I'm sorry, folks.
Yeah. We do not want you to do a Tommy Cooper on screen, okay? Keep going.
It was funny because all of a sudden I started hearing, it's like, oh, wait, it's getting loud. And Scorekeeper's going like, oh, crap. Lynched. I'm sorry. I am. Yeah. Here come the text messages. Wake up.
Hey, Big Dog will appreciate this. For Christmas, my cousin got me this.
I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. WrestleMania 3.
Yep.
Is it signed or
no, it's not
just
signed.
a picture?
I've got a signed. When I met Hogan, I had him sign from Rocky 3 when he's fighting Rocky.
Oh, okay. So you made it. How was he?
Oh, he was great.
Oh,
he was great. I was trying to get some advice. I told him on Pythons, I've never hit 18. I'm at 17 3/4, and you're 24. I'm like, how do I get there? He's like, you're already there, brother. I'm like, no, I'm not. They're not 18s. I can't hit 18. My dad had 20.5-inch arms. Like,
I'm surprised he didn't lean over and go, steroids.
Right? Because I had a cutoff shirt on when I met him. And,
okay.
Oh, you're already there. No, I'm not. I'm 5.5 inches or 6.5 inches away. Shit.
Do you lift weights, Tony?
For 41 years, yes. My dad started me at 10 years old.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which I think stunted my growth because my dad's 6'1". All my family's above 6 foot. I'm 5'8". My doctor said that could have stunned my growth.
You know, Tony, I have to tell you that for 41 minutes, I lifted weights as well. So I did.
Oh, whenever I get off air with you guys, I go straight to the gym. Even in this blizzard, I'm going to drive through the blizzard. Yeah.
Yeah, you I heard you say you guys were expecting or got 10 inches of snow.
We're supposed to get 10 inches from this morning till tomorrow morning.
Wow.
The best 10 inches you'll ever get.
There's already a good 5 inches out there already. At least it's bad.
You're gonna have to repeat that one, Anime Girl, because he did not hear it.
I said it'll be the best 10 inches you'll ever get.
Oh boy. Damn.
Yeah, how to screw an eagle over.
Wow. Hey, those are protected animals. You know,
That's
we
right.
do not have rain on our forecast for a while now.
Yeah, for about 2 weeks is what I heard last night.
For the next 10 days. And, you know, look, I enjoyed it. I actually took a walk. Okay, when is it? Today's Saturday. When it was raining the hardest at about 10:30, I shocked everyone because I put my big gray jacket on with the hoodie and I said, I'm going to go take a walk right now. And everyone just looked at me. They go, are you stupid? I said, I'm going to take a walk. They said, I'm going to take a walk. And I did. And I said, what the hell am I doing out here? And I went to the 7-Eleven on the corner and I walked back and I walked for about 18 minutes. And
wow, you walked all the way to 7-Eleven? Shit.
Yeah, from there. And you know what? I think I have my surprise in my jacket still. I'm going to see if it's still there.
Condoms? Vibrator? KY jelly?
Those condoms are expired.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Okay, too big for. Oh no!
Sorry, Tony. Oh, stop it!
I buy candy once a year, and that's for Halloween.
I'm sorry.
I buy candy once a year. It's for Halloween.
Yeah, then he mugs the kids for when they come knocking on the door, saying trick or treat. He says, "Mine."
Wow.
I don't know how you could put that in your body.
Because his body's nearly finished. That's why. He don't care.
Okay,
He's like me. You get to a certain age, you think, screw it, you know.
Tony, you probably heard this joke, but when you said that they were expired, reminded me of the joke. Two guys are talking, or actually, a dad is talking to his son, and his son, has a girlfriend. He's like, "Oh, are you using protection?" And the son goes, "Oh, yeah, Dad, of course. I use protection every single time we have sex." He's all, well, don't forget that don't forget that there's a barcode on there that you have to make sure, is exposed. And he's like, barcode? I've never seen a barcode on there. So the dad tells him, well, you must not roll it back far enough.
Damn.
For good Reese's? Was it a Valentine's Day Reese's, or was it just regular Reese's, or what?
Regular. But that will be my only candy for the week.
For the week?
I'm like, if I'm out here freezing.
Oh, well, that's pretty good because the weekend's today. There's a new week starting tomorrow. Yeah, right, Squad. That's the way to do it, Raj.
Didn't think about that. I love the Reese's peanut butter cups. That is a guilty pleasure. The only other one that I will have is the Hershey's almond bar, the large one with genuine peanut butter. And just break off a little square and just go to town with the peanut butter. So I haven't had that one in months, though. I'm just cutting a lot of the sweets out of the. Hey, Tony, last year I was advised to cut back. This year I was warned. They made it very clear. It says, continue on your course. We won't be discussing this next year. We will be telling you what to do. Like, all right, I get it.
I hired a trainer at the gym, $50 a week for 6 months. He's got a degree in nutrition, and he doesn't want to change anything about my diet. I was looking for like more tips. I wanted to eat
and he's just like, you're doing great.
He's like, you need to eat more calories. He's like, your body's probably storing the little bit you're eating. Yeah. He said, I just got to change my workout. So
lethal migraine, and I agree on this one. I would pay the trainer to stay away from me.
Oh yeah, it's been like boot camp for me. They've put me through hell. You pay them $50 an hour, they put you through hell.
You see, the thing is, I can't do any of that stuff right now. I cannot take long walks. I cannot do any late weight lifting. So I figured the cold air will probably freeze me before I get anywhere. And no, I just kept walking, trudging along. And then Apple says, oh, you're on a walk.
So you would love a day in my shoes is what you're saying?
I live 30 ounces at a time.
Monday.
I never actually had the Philly special done as a masochist, but I guess I got that wrong.
Monday, the high's 19, Roger. The low's 0, and it gets only colder after that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did I say something to piss you off? Oh, yes.
Oh, you said about going out in the cold weather. So I'm going out in 19 degrees or colder.
I had the candy. That's
12
what
and a half hours out in the cold every day or night.
Yep.
Then I go to the gym for 2 hours a day.
Now, have you ever tried that? What is it, like an ice bath or ice therapy? The way they do that, where you just submerge yourself in this ice water.
I honestly, probably like Roger, I hate the cold.
Okay.
No, I hit the sauna every day at the gym, but
okay.
I'm the opposite. I'll do the sauna before my workout and after.
Oh,
just to get loosened up before, and then after,
okay.
Just stay there longer and just melt.
Sweat it all out.
Yep.
Prior to me hurting my heel when I went up to Alaska in 2022, I was doing 10,000 steps a day because of my job.
10 to 15,000 a day.
And it was no big deal for me.
Right.
Now,
you get used to it.
Yeah, and I had done it for years. A lot of people believe that I was sedentary in my position. And again, as I talked for many years, my job was not sedentary. I was privileged to get to do everything that I did. And I do miss those aspects of it. But, people are like, hey, are you going back? No. I've been gone for far too long. I even told someone, there are people that know me in the business, and I said, hey, Rod, I'm going to be moving over here, and I'm going to need help. Would you be willing to accept a transfer? And I was flattered because 3 people have asked me for that. They said, would you transfer and help me out, get this office going and stuff? I said, I would be good for 6 months, easy, if I wanted to. And I told him, I said, I don't mean to be that way. I don't have it in me anymore. I don't. But there are people that I've known for 20, 30 years and have seriously asked me, dude, I'm going to go over here. I need to get this going. Would you be willing to commit to 6 months? And I was like, no. And I've turned people down, and I feel bad because I'm like, no, I don't have it in me anymore. It's just not there.
We need to reboot Roger. Get him back.
Hershey's. Can I have another Hershey's candy bar? No. No, there's truth, Tim. Sorry, Tony. Sorry. There's truth to I needed a reboot, but physically, I just can't do that stuff right now. And that's the frustrating thing. It's just not being able to do the stuff right now. Hopefully, something will be done really soon where they're either going to fix this or they tell me, yeah, we'll see you. At which point I'm like, wouldn't want to be ya. I'm waiting, guys. I'm waiting for. It's like I'm waiting for the final word. I mean, so much so that I'm actually thumbing my. I'm talking about it on air, man. I mean, that's how much it is. I've been pretty quiet about it. That. Oh, and the assignment would have been like, Big Dog on Grand, dude, on Grand and Arrow from here.
Damn.
What's
Okay.
that? 10 minutes?
Yeah.
And I was told the hours that I wanted to. I'm like, oh no. I just can't. I'm at that point where it's like, I don't know.
Mhm.
And I was offered office manager. I'm like, oh, no.
Tell him you'll say yes if you could have Gig as your assistant. It's a package deal. Then you could have help, you know.
I don't know how that would work because Gig was always higher up the food chain. Like a few good men, you haven't lived till you salute a superior officer. And she was always. You guys know that, right? Gig was higher up the food chain.
I didn't know. I just know you guys work together.
There's different ways of saluting, if you know what I mean.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that last one, but further south.
I thought that last one was from the heart.
That was the Kirk one, remember, in the Evil Empire. So I was a timekeeper, senior clerk. She was a payroll clerk. She was always higher up the food chain. Stop it, Roger. You have to do what you have. No. No. Guys, I am looking at living overseas. Seriously. I'm at that point where, you know, and then these yokels inside, they're like, well, we don't want to go. I'm like, well, okay. What do you mean retirement kills people? I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be doing stuff. I'm not going to go and become sedentary. I just don't want to go. I just don't want to go to work anymore. That's it. I'm done. I've had it. It's simple. Okay, we hear the female voices again, and Anime Girl is muted. So, yeah, it's picking it up, Big Dog. That's
I heard
how
it
good.
too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Only noise I got now, the neighbors are snow blowing. So if you hear that, that's for me.
See,
that
all
I can't
heard
hear.
was blowing. So sorry. With my hearing, Tony, all I heard was blowing. Sorry.
That's what's going on out there.
You know, there is so many ways you can go down that road, but I'm not going.
You
Yeah.
can't
No.
even walk properly. Look at Alaska.
No
You're
blowing.
traveling is
No
a
blowing.
shit idea. And I'm not worried about that. If I retire, I'm not worried about that. So, I just don't want to go into my regular employer anymore. I'm done. That's it. Guys, living overseas, there's so many inexpensive places in the world.
I have a friend on Facebook, used to serve in the U.S. Navy on the USS Ranger. He now lives in Spain. And
Wow.
he loves it over there. He recommends it to all his friends. And since your demented pigeon's taken over, he's really laying into the States, especially with the things that they're cutting, like Mediaid and all the rest of it. And he's glad he's out of it. He's now trying to convince the rest of his family to just leave and go to Europe.
There was a study done of the affordable and with Western type medicine, all that stuff. Spain rates on the top 10 as number 10 for medical services as well as being inexpensive. You guys know that you can live a great life in Spain for $2,000 a month. Yeah, that's it. And Spain is one of the better countries, stable democracy, you know, economy, all that stuff. And I have looked at Spain, and if I'm going to go, I want to go where the Noriega name is known. It's in Asturias. That's where our seal is from. Doing the research, it would be up there. So it'd be up in the mountains, and I've seen the countryside up there. It's like, oh man, it really does look beautiful, and they do get snow. So screw it, whatever.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I have thought about it. I've thought about the west coast of South America, guys. Patagonia is what attracts me, but it's cold down there in Patagonia. But Tony, there are a few cryptids down there, aren't there, that we've talked about in the past?
Oh yeah.
And there's
Oh,
a secret Odessa headquarters down there. So you never know. Yeah. But anyway, all kidding aside, I do want to go down to Patagonia, and I think that would be beautiful. We'll see.
Yes.
We can hear
There
them,
you
big
go
dog.
again.
We can
There
hear
you
them.
go again.
The funny thing is, her door is closed.
Well,
It sounds like Kathy.
it really is.
Kathy, can you?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
No, you don't
my
have
mics are picking
to.
you up.
Hey, well, lower the mic. Don't worry about it.
I can't lower the mic.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well, lower the volume then.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough. Let's see. Get a job at In-N-Out. You'll be fine. No, because those kids work.
That's what when Philly visits. We definitely have taken the In-N-Out.
I hear voices. That's what Matt says.
Oh.
Thank you, Matt. I'll remember that when you come visit us.
Fast forward to live, man. You'll get rid of the voices.
Yeah. I already have to deal with one that hears voices. And the day that she said she was St. Constantine, I'm like, no, it would have been more like St. Francina than it would have been Constantine, but whatever. I remember the day that she said that. And then I looked at the hospital attendant. I'm like, I really like, you're going to deal with that? Go ahead. Knock yourself out. Oh my God. That was crazy. That was one of the 5150s, but that's okay. Hey, it's 53 degrees outside. It's 55 degrees in here. I left the door open. Doesn't matter. So, are the Lakers going to make the playoffs, Big Dog?
Oh, definitely.
Are they?
They'll definitely make the playoffs.
Where are they going to get into?
Well, right now they're sitting on the. Well, I'll tell you right now. I think they're sitting on the 5 spot.
Oh, really?
But hold on. I'll tell you right now. Lakers are in the 5 spot, but they are only 2.5 games out of the 3 spot and only a half a game out of the 4 spot. So, and they've been doing very well. They are 8-2 in the last 10 games. And it's OKC right now, which of course has the best record in the NBA, the Grizzlies, the Nuggets, the Rockets, and then us. And as I said, we're only a half a game behind the Rockets. So if they can secure fourth place, then they get home field advantage.
Now, I've read and seen a few videos that we're seeing a LeBron that we haven't seen in a while. Is that true?
Well, Luka's only played 2 games. LeBron has deferred to him. It seems in these 2 games, LeBron is realizing that he doesn't have to do it all now that Luka's there. So they won one, they lost one. They shouldn't have lost that game that they lost. But, it is what it is. I will say, much as I hate to admit it, LeBron is actually this year a very decent 3-point shooter. As long as the game's not on the line. When the game's on the line, he sucks. He sucks worse than his son. So that's pretty damn bad.
Wow.
But I believe he's shooting about 38%, I think, from the 3-point line, and with some he's put some distance on there. He shot at least a dozen or so from beyond 30 feet easily.
Wow.
And switched them. So having Luka on the team now, he seemed the 2 games that I've seen, he seems a little more energized, and he's actually been playing defense, which is surprising. I almost had a heart attack when he was actually covering someone. Kind of, But if they can get everything squared away, Luka gets his feet back and his stamina, and gets back into his rhythm, they should get past the first round. And it all depends on who they play in the second round, because we still need a center because of that rescinded trade. We picked up a guy who's about a 10 or 11-year vet, but his numbers are extremely low. He's like a 9th, 10th guy on the team. I think he's averaging like 4.5 a game, 3 rebounds on like 18 minutes. So, I mean, he's usable, but he's not like the guy that you're going to look for in the future. So we will go as far as our matchup will let us. If we go against a major big team like the Nuggets with Jokic, we're probably going to lose, okay, because of the inside playing ability of those guys. And we're too thin on the inside. So.
How about the Clippers? Just kidding.
The Clippers are actually.
We're not going to waste time on that, but that's okay.
Well, actually, Jimmy Butler's helping them out. So, but with Jimmy Butler, it's a ticking time bomb. It all depends when he decides he doesn't want to play for them anymore. I think he played for Philadelphia, did he not? Yeah, you're muted.
You're muted. Oh.
He can't.
See how genteel he was. He was just like, oh.
Yeah, he was great with us. We wanted to keep him, but he hated Ben Simmons and our coach, and both needed to go, and they got rid of Butler instead.
Well, it's going to be interesting because Ben Simmons just signed with the Clippers.
Oh, he did?
He got bought out by, I don't even remember what team he was with anymore.
Nets.
Okay, the Nets. The Nets bought him out. Evidently, he was owed, I think, $24 million this year and $24 million next year, or $30 million. I can't remember. Some outrageous amount. He got a buyout after the trade deadline passed, and the Clippers picked him up for the league minimum. So Butler is reunited with Ben Simmons.
Oh no, not good.
Yeah, but Jimmy Butler, I mean, he gets tired. I don't know what his thing is. I think the Clippers are his 5th team, I think now. 4th or 5th team. So. No, wait a minute. I take that back. Damn it! What am I thinking? He's with the Warriors. Shit, Jimmy Butler's with the Warriors.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Yeah. By the way, Matt.
Yeah.
He says, "Sorry, what did you say about me? I had to take a call. Yes, I heard voices, but what did you say about that?" All I said was, "Matt, I hear voices. So does the one indoors. I wasn't talking about you. So, not a word, Tortuga." The caretaker went to get Starbucks and asked me what I liked. Told him hot chocolate with no whipped cream.
Oh, how cute.
Lakers would win it if they would play Bronny 22 minutes.
Oh, that is hilarious. Not even going to respond.
You did. You laughed. It is what it is, dude. Matt says, okay. I didn't, La Tortuga. So don't worry about it. Hey, Matt, do you have a picture of your chair from IKEA?
He never answered you on that either.
Well, I'm asking him again. Did you finish building that chair, Matt?
Oh God, I hope so. That was a year ago?
Yeah.
Might have been a little more than that. Anime Girl, do you remember La Tortuga telling us about his IKEA chair?
Yes, I
Did
do.
he finish it?
He never said. I think he tried to fast forward, but I don't know.
You see, that's the thing. Everyone now, and I still don't think. Well, it's okay. That day was classic. Big Dog was like, "Wait, Matt, please." And after about 2 minutes, I put my hands up and I said, "F it, just go, Big Dog, just go." That was funny. God, oh my God, that was. Geez.
That's why we love him.
Yeah, that's why we miss him.
Yes,
Big
we do.
Dog.
Yes.
Matt says, Peter Gama, did you see my comment about WWE's new show?
Oh yeah, it's like Tough Enough. It's going to be on A&E or something or other. Essentially, it's people trying out to see if they can earn a contract to get to NXT, which is their developmental league. And they're going to have WWE stars there trying to teach these kids moves and also the mindset of how to do promos and so on and so forth. So yeah.
All right. Matt says, yes, I got finished before I got sick. It was way before I got sick. And Matt,
Nice.
we thank you.
Nice.
But we need photographic proof. May we see a copy or may we see a photo of the chair? Put it up on Facebook, brother. Oh. No, it's we. When it comes to that chair, it is we. It is. It has been we for a while.
Oh man,
that was good, Tony.
You're gonna see the picture on Facebook, and it's gonna be all.
Matt, we would love to see a picture of that chair.
Only
I know.
four
I
wheels.
said it again. We would love to see a picture.
Only four wheels on a 5-spoke, base. So every time.
Lethal Migraine says, "Oh, maybe Brawny can try out for NXT." It's for adults.
Because his Bronny's dad doesn't have the stroke to make him be put on the team like he did with a certain purple and gold team.
Whoa! Matt is challenging me. Oh.
He did. When?
And apparently he tagged us.
really? I missed that.
I remember him showing a cardboard box of the chair that it came in, but I don't ever remember seeing the chair itself.
If he posted a picture, it's going to show on his pictures. I'm going to the Matt page right now.
There is?
Well, there is.
Does this mean Big Dog's about to get kicked out again?
No. I'm on a different platform. I won't get kicked off.
Okay, are you talking about the one where he's talking about the pretend drum set?
Yes.
That the one, Philly? Is that the chair, Speedy? Speedy, look.
I didn't think that was the chair. That's a wooden chair, though.
Yeah, that one looks. If Matt put that together, God bless America. I would. Wow.
No, he didn't put that together.
No.
Okay, Matt, where's the picture?
And you most certainly wouldn't get that chair from IKEA.
Come on, Matt. Where's the picture? Oh, Gridiron Girl's posting something to her story right now. What the hell? Where is she? Where is Gridiron?
She's in her bikini.
Oh, she's finally put it in public? Wow. Oh, did you guys see the picture of that stupid cat singing? Sonia, the singing cat. I was like, hey, Gridiron Girl, look.
Oh, I think I might have a picture for Lethal Migraine. If I can present it.
Sure.
Present it.
Present away.
There you go. Lethal Migraine was on about Manchester City. Well, there's the final result. And it's the Premier League today. All the scores. Leicester City 0, Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 1, Ipswich Town 1, Fulham 2, Nottingham Forest 1, Manchester City 4, and you the lucky boy, Newcastle United 0, Southampton 1, AFC Bournemouth 3, West Ham United 0, Brentford 1. And Crystal Palace and Everton play at 5:30 tonight. So there you go, guys.
Thank you.
And we thank you for the sports update. You realize that we're all looking for that picture.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either. There's a lot of wrestling pictures.
That's
though.
where I'm at now. Yeah, the wrestling pictures.
Oh, Maddie's got some pictures with some of the female.
Yeah, these pictures are from like 2 years ago. I went back. So, yeah, no, I don't see it. Sure.
Yeah, I went all the way to where Matt was in L.A. And there's a picture of he and I. So, Matt, I don't see it. All right, he says, I'll post a new picture later, okay? Okay, geez. No, now.
It's like the golden egg. But I want it now.
Yeah, well, you ain't having it now.
That's a good one.
There is no.
That's what came to mind when Roger said that.
And just for Roger, I have found the rugby scores. If you'd like to see them.
Sure, please. Anything sports related works on this program. Rumor has
there
it.
You go. There is the Premiership Rugby Cup. We have got Amp Hill 7, the Bedford Blues 21, Cornish Pirates 43, Harpenden RFC 7, Doncaster 48, Caldy 0, not a point. Bristol 40, Bath 21, Coventry 26, Leicester Tigers 68. Holy mackerel. Exeter Chiefs 14, Gloucester 22, London Scottish 15, Ealing Trailfinders 35, Harlequins 29, Saracens 30. So there you go, ladies and gents.
I thank you for that. No, Matt, there's no picture, and you allegedly tagged us. I went as far back as 2023, Matt. There is no IKEA chair on there.
He had a dream, and he tagged us on the dream. That's what that was.
Wow. Yeah. There's no picture, but there is a picture of Matt with the beard. You guys remember that one? There it is. Hi, Matt.
Oh, I remember that.
That really took him like 6 months to grow.
6 months. I was thinking more like a year.
Yeah. I got my hot chocolate. It's going to be a great day now later. See if I can get my vehicle started on my own. While Matt, you need your keys. You open the door, you put in the ignition, and you rotate it and press on the accelerator.
And you cannot fast forward, okay?
I'd like to see. Yeah, there are no pictures, Matt. And you allegedly tagged us. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, Gridiron Girl added to her story. She's putting videos. Happy Valentine's Day. I guess we're boring Gridiron Girl. I'm sorry. All right. Well, I'm Barry now. Wow,
Yeah,
we all went quiet.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm trying to find things and I can't. You see, because people are saying that I was tagged in something and I can't find anything.
Yeah, none of us can. Sorry, Matt. There's none of that. Matt says, no, a friend gave me one of those portable chargers for cars. Oh, my daughter's car lost its charge. It was so cold. And
Really?
we had to charge it last night. Yeah.
Hmm.
We hadn't used the Maxima for a little bit. And so we had to charge her up yesterday. So it was good. It's 56 degrees in here and it's 55 degrees outside.
That's summer weather for Tony.
Oh my, yeah. Shorts,
That's heat
sure.
wave weather. Oh, stop it. Actually, it's not too bad right here. It's not as cold as it was earlier. So I'm okay with that. So. Well, all right, Matt. You got us. Yeah.
What was that?
That was a motorbike on the freeway. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was going to say, all right, Matt, the charger's not going to work on that, but that was actually lethal migraine. Sorry. I judged harshly.
Wow, an Audi. What type of Audi, Lethal?
No, in Audi, no, in Lethal, it's probably an Audi A4.
I like the Q7 or the A8.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, right now my sister's driving the Q5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She likes that one.
So when you getting that one?
You're funny. It's been here a few times. I'll just leave it at that. So, I don't know. I don't know, but it's okay. Yeah, folks, for those of you, it's funny how my energy, Tony, you were watching from the very beginning, huh?
What's that?
The program today?
Yes.
Dude.
Yeah, you had a lot of energy.
My energy was out of control,
Yeah.
for like about 30 minutes. And then now, 30 minutes ago, what an extreme, huh?
Right.
I did spend a lot of energy in the first 30 minutes of the program. It was crazy. I was surprised. I'm like,
Well, the thing was, too, when you were almost nodding off, the fact is, usually you move around a little or we'll see a head movement or something. But, I mean, you were completely still. And at the same time Tony was saying it, I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm like, is Roger okay? Is he asleep? I hope he's asleep. I hope we're not witnessing something, because you are absolutely not moving. And I was starting to get worried. So
Right. It's been a good 5 minutes at least.
yeah.
oh, really? Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Okay. What happens is, as you guys know, I have to keep moving around
Yeah.
to get my back. But
Yeah.
when I find the spot, it's like, okay, I can keep it there. And what I did is I moved to the right, and I think I was like there, right? I found the spot. I was like, okay.
Yeah, you
I'm
turned
gonna
your back
rest
on
a
anime
little
girl.
Yeah. But the thing was, though, is your head kind of like, went off to the side, like you were going to fall asleep. So, usually you don't do that. Usually we see it all the way back because you're trying to get the pressure off the neck, which we understand.
Yeah.
But this time you were like, either like you passed out or you were going to fall asleep.
So did I go to my left or to my right on the head nod?
I think left.
Okay, yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that because I cannot go. Not
Yeah,
political
can't go right.
commentary. Yeah,
Can't
it's
go
not a
right.
political commentary. I can't go right because of the way it is, the way the pain is. And I don't want to disappoint you, Matt, but you say, "Oh, we have proof." Dude, there is lots of proof. There is more proof of me falling asleep on there than there is of Bigfoot. I am probably going to save that quote. There is more proof of me falling asleep on there. Oh, Big Dog. There have been a few times that I've just been exceptionally tired, and I'll just...
Yeah.
So, sorry, Matt. La Tortuga. I'm not going to say anything, but there are certain times of the year that I do get a little tired. But that was funny. I'm sorry, guys.
No,
because I was almost gone. Completely.
That's what I was worried about.
Yeah, so was I. The funniest part was, the funniest thing I've always remembered, Roger, I thought was hilarious, and this was back in our radio days. When you got up and you hit your thigh, I can't remember, you got up and you just were in pain and you fell to the ground. I was laughing my ass off.
See,
we were on the air.
I got up and I hit my thigh on my desk right here and I got an instant cramp. That's why Big Dog lost his shit.
And he was just on the floor and he was like whimpering. And I was just, this shows you how our friendship has gone, because I was already at that point where you're the friend. When you see something like that happen, you don't even check on them first to see if they're okay. You laugh your ass off first, then you check on them.
Yeah. You can genuinely tell when it's one of those laughable hits. And that one.
Oh, it was so funny.
I remember that one. Because
that's the one time I wish we had video. I really wish we had video.
Well, yeah, Big Dog and I stopped about it because there were times that were like, thank God there was no video.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's been plenty of those too.
Big Dog and I were opposite each other and we're listening to stuff, and people would call in, and at times you're just like, oh my God. And I would start with the gestures, and then Big Dog would answer me. So we're signaling each other in our language that no one knows but the Big Dog and I, that we can signal each other. So I had flashcards for the obvious things, like we have a caller, we have a chat room comment, whatever. And he had a set and I had a set. So we were always watching everything. So when he's talking and I'm monitoring, I would tell him we have a caller. It didn't mean go to it. It's just heads up. And we would do that. But other than those 7 or 8 cards, we could communicate while we were on there very well. And there were times, Jesus Christ.
One of the best ones was when we called the Kentucky Derby, and the guy, out of left field is giving us a question like, "What do you think?" And I'm telling Roger, I'm going like, "Keep him talking," and I'm just punching away as Roger's trying to, BS his way to give some sort of, his
and
opinion.
We did. We kept him in. We reeled him in.
Yep. And we gave. I had everything finally put up, and we called it. We called 1 and 2 that year.
One was something of the Nile. And then the second one, and we said, "Yeah, we're gonna go with 1 and 2 Nile." And the guy was like, "Yeah, whatever."
Yeah, and the one that won, the something of the Nile, that was a long shot. It was like a 25 or 30 to long, 25 to 1 or 30 to 1 long shot.
The
but for whatever reason,
2009 Kentucky Derby, we called it 1 and 2.
Wow.
But of course, did we put any money on it? Of course not. And my story is the only other good luck that I've had with horse racing is here at the Fairplex. It was the Fairplex season, so they were doing the county fair, but they also did horse racing. And I went, and because I knew Lafayette Piquet was riding, and a couple of others that I knew, so I was like, I want to see them. I've never seen them before race. And it was like the 5th race or the 6th race, and I was like, you know what? Let me put down $5 just to see, And I was looking at the sheet, and I picked one horse, and the only reason why I picked him was because it said he was ridden by a jockey, and the jockey's name was Fernando Valenzuela. and all I could picture was big old fat Fernando on a horse.
I remember you telling me about that.
So I was like, I'm going to go with him. You know what? I'm going with this dude. And of course, it's some little tiny guy, riding the horse. But he came in. He actually won. And I think my $5, I won like $35 or something like that. It was a good win. But I was just laughing because I kept thinking, this is too funny. I'm picking Fernando. I got to go with Fernando on a horse.
Wow.
God, yes.
That's funny.
Now, I can't believe that Matt actually admitted this. I have fallen asleep on air on Blog Talk Radio, which is no more. No more. Go
as long
back
as you don't admit to falling asleep on a girl.
That's what? Oh, wow.
Never mind.
Go back and listen to half of those shows of yours, Matt, where you fall asleep on air. Yeah, I'm sure we're going to do that. Lito says, I get tired all winter. It gets dark too damn early. Look, we endeavor to be here every damn week, but I do have a genuine problem, folks. I am going to be out of town next weekend. I'm going to be in Anaheim. Anaheim.
That's not out of town.
For the old man, it is.
That's down the street. Out of town. I thought you were going to like Arizona or Alaska or something. Out of town.
I will be in
or
Anaheim.
Philadelphia. You could have gone there.
There is a large event that
the train show.
It's no
the train show, right?
No. It's a CCD Congress, and I will be down there late Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that's going to be a genuine problem on Saturday.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I thought it was Adult Expo. The Adult Expo is in Anaheim next week. Are you sure that's not where you're going?
Did you notice the two triggers right there? Are you sure?
What, Adult Expo?
And the Adult Expo, yes. Are you sure? Oh, look. Do you see what Tony's doing? He's like, all right, let's get ready. Here we go. Yeah. You know that I cannot do that. I can't do that, Tony.
The Adult Expo will go to Anaheim.
I didn't. That was funny. That was funny. No, him moving his neck back and forth like that. I cannot do that. That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
The funny part is when he
don't call Siri.
The funny part is when he goes to Adult Expo, they all know him by his first name already. As soon as he walks in.
Okay. We did get passes at Adult Expo. Big Dog and I did it. We didn't go. And then the next year, they're like, well, you can go again, but it's $35. I'm like, nah, you guys can whatever. So what's that?
The Big Dog Adult Expo? Really?
Yeah, we did. We
didn't go, though. We didn't go.
What did you go as, a fluffy or furry?
No, I'm not a fluffer. Trust me. No, that ain't me.
No.
I am not a fluffer. Sorry.
No, you said a fluffy or a furry.
I don't think they go. They have their own convention, from my understanding. That fluffy.
You feel knowledge about all of this stuff, you know.
Oh, any conventions I try to know about, but I know that furry con, something like that.
That's
I think
real.
There's a humongous con. I think it's in LA. I'm not positive it's LA though, but I know there is a major one. It's either LA or Vegas that they do a furry con. And I'm just like, no, that's not at all.
I didn't hear.
The funny part is the not adult con, but at San Diego Comic-Con, they have had the adult booths where a lot of the porn stars show up in 2 or 3 booths because they do the adult comics, which is its own genre. So they get porn stars and adult actresses or whatever they are, OnlyFans, whatever. They get them to show up there and they meet and it's so I will stand across from that booth and just people watch because these comic book nerds that have never seen a woman, Tony knows what I'm talking about. Those ones that just, and they just geek out on these. I mean, and of course, these girls are absolutely gorgeous. They bring the cream of the crop
Yeah.
to the con,
Yeah.
and they're wearing these little mini skirts and almost nothing tops, or they're in their bikinis. And these nerds, these geeks are just, I mean, they're practically drooling. And I'm on the opposite side. I'm laughing my ass off. I'm just laughing. I'm like, come on, guys. I know everybody thinks that's the way we are, but please don't accentuate it. Don't,
Make it that obvious.
Jeez, come on. Yeah.
It's getting uncomfortable.
I don't
Yeah,
know where.
I can only watch for like 10 minutes, and then I had to leave because I'm like, no, this is embarrassing.
That's awesome.
What do you mean you've had your fill after 10 minutes, Big Dog?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, there's only so much you can watch a train wreck for.
Yeah, exactly.
Look,
Damn.
after a little while, the novelty wears off, okay?
And then the fact that it's person after person after person. That's just it. You can only see so many, act like absolute fools,
Oh,
Yeah, it's something I've never been to. It's a con.
wow.
You would really enjoy it.
Awesome.
You'd enjoy it.
There are kids and adults that go out of their way for these homemade
Oh yeah.
the cosplay. And I told Big Dog, I think I already bored him, and I probably bored all of you in this story, that when I went to a con right here in Ontario, it was a sci-fi con. And Big Dog and I went. I think Jimo went along as well. And there were these kids. There was everything. Everything was there. But there were these two that did from the Lord of the Rings. One was, I think it was not Galadriel. Yeah, it was Galadriel and the Witch King of Angmar. And they really look cool. And when you kind of went up close, I could see, just because I knew how he had made the mask, the thorny mask, and it was all made out of cardboard. But you had to really look close to see. Otherwise, at first glance, it's like, wow,
okay,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, if you look second glance at those, you can see the imperfections. But looking at it, I was like, wow. And I actually went up to him and told him, I said, dude, impressive costumes. Well done. And they were all homemade. And it's amazing what these people do at home. Do you imagine if they had jobs in Hollywood doing this?
I've only been in fancy dress once in public. And there's
Okay.
photographic evidence of it. I think
So
I've shown
if you can,
Pardon?
yeah, we won't want to see it.
I would love to see it, but I'm not laughing at this comment. Look, Matt Albert, I wish the Transformers Con was closer, but every year they only go to Los Angeles. I'd like to meet Peter Cullen, who we interviewed, and the guy that does the voice of Megatron, who we interviewed. You can find it on Apple, iTunes, and DB Media. All those interviews are still on Apple, iTunes.
Right.
Okay. Now going to the comment. Oh my goodness, that might be the joke.
Yes, I would. Yes, I agree. Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that picture. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
as have
There
I.
you go. There's yours truly as a Starfleet commander.
Now, the one.
But you're wearing a red shirt, isn't that dangerous? Wearing the red shirt?
Yes.
Yeah. It's kind of dangerous. That's why I ended up with these two young ladies either side.
Okay, but anime girl, the ones that you're showing there, the one to your left, is that Isis or Cleopatra?
That's Cleopatra.
Okay, because the one to your right, that's Ripley, right?
That's Ripley.
Yeah, you can tell by the jacket. That is so cool. There was this
that
one
is
year.
Ripley.
Did you see her at the Big Dog? Did you see her at Comic-Con? She was wearing a Ripley dress at Comic-Con in cosplay. She looked really good.
Who's that? Sigourney Weaver?
It wasn't Sigourney Weaver, but the character of Sigourney Weaver.
Oh,
there was this young lady doing cosplay.
Probably.
And it was one of the ones where I stopped, and I could see it was homemade. She had the big old, the M41A pulse rifle. It was really neat. And
And just
it was well
just
done.
to show you, Roger, the woman that died last year that loved your show, right? That's what she looked like.
You had shown me the picture, yes.
Yeah.
No, thank you. One of our bigger fans, yes.
She was into your show big style.
Well, she was into this program because it was entertaining. And I'm glad that she was listening. Now, if you guys ever get down here, and I should take Matt there because I did not take him on that freeway. The 210 freeway north of me and east is where they filmed the 2007 Transformers freeway scene. The Foothill Freeway had not opened yet. And when you see them fight on the interstate, it's right there on the 210 east of town. It's
Wow,
really cool.
and it's incredible that they were able to fix the freeway back up so quickly. I
Let me
mean,
tell you, dude.
wow, Hollywood pays good money, I guess.
Yep. Caltrans was awesome. But to answer your question, you heard Matt say, I'm sorry, you heard, oh yeah.
Tony.
Yeah, Billy Special.
Tony.
Billy Special. You heard him say yes. You heard Big Dog say yes. I say yes. Anime Girl, would you agree?
Would I agree with what?
The comment that you would consider Matt's athletics as a 162 game cosplay. That was actually.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll go with it. Yep, I'll go with it.
Plain sweet.
The day that Lethal Migraine is on air, they're going to realize how sharp you are, dude. Oh, my God. One day. Anyway, oh, my God. It's 57 degrees outside. It's 57 degrees inside.
Let's see what it is here. I'm about 12 to 15 miles away, and it is 59 degrees.
You bastard.
And the heater's on, so I have it set at 72. But it says that it's 74 in here.
You double dumbass. That's
Well,
the famous Star Trek 4.
We're sitting here at 41.
Dumbass. Well, double dumbass.
Okay, there you go. We're sitting at
Still
41
dwelling
over
on
here.
yesterday's news, huh? Wow. Matt, where's the damn chair? If anyone can excel on beating a point to death, in addition to Scorekeeper, it is Sports Talk with the Guys.
So Matt fast forwards live TV and he dwells on yesterday's news. Okay. Is that why he fast forwards live TVs? Because it's now become yesterday?
Do you want to attack, Matt? We bite back. So it's a balmy 20 degrees here. Folks, we are nearing at least the end of Scorekeeper's time, who's probably going to go run inside and take an old man nap. Because I think I'm going to. I'm going to be dreaming of shoveling snow. It is something that I have thanked the Almighty. Okay. I'm going to thank the Almighty, that one, that I have never shoveled snow.
Wow.
Well, he is north of you. He's actually northeast of you, but still north of you.
Yeah, I've never shoveled snow.
Oh,
I've walked in snow. I told you that one place when I was near Denali / McKinley, when I was getting up there, the viewing point was closed. I think you saw that video that one time, right, Philly, a few weeks ago, where I was talking about, oh, there's only about 3 feet of snow. No problem. I'll just hike up there. And the minute I stepped in it, and I think that the bears felt the tremor. They're like, another tourist from Southern California. Just in time.
Fresh meat.
Yeah. And I tell you, all the animals looked at me that way. Remember that tourist? I did that where I stepped in the snow and it looked like it was only 2 feet. No problem. My boots, I'm like, I'm ready to go. Dude, I fell in it. I couldn't even. I was scared instantly. No, because Letho's still talking about the A stuff. I'm not concerned with the team. I'm connected with the Giants. Get it straight. Okay. You sound like Aaron Rodgers. In one interview, he famously said, I don't listen to them. It doesn't get on my nerves. 5 minutes later, don't listen to him. It doesn't get on my nerves. 5 minutes later, it doesn't get on my nerves. Dude, if you mention it 4 times, it is getting under your skin.
Well, see, let me correct what he actually meant to say. See, he's actually a Giant Athletics fan.
You know? I thought that. Yeah.
Really?
Really. Go back to
See,
sleep.
that's why when he was in the hospital, he never showed the backside. He never showed the backside of his robe or thing that they had on him because he has
that looks like 2 seconds.
He has a giant. He has a giant A's logo on the left cheek. So,
Matthew, I am sorry. I am sorry, Matthew.
And on the right cheek is the
baseball.
the right cheek is a baseball. So it's A's baseball.
That's funny.
You do realize, Big Dog, the scorekeeper has just seen the moon. Matt's moon.
Well,
in his mind.
To coin the Transformers movie, I have seen the dark side of the movie.
Well, that's almost as bad as my joke when oh shit, he posted on Facebook. He says Matt Alvarez just mentioned you in a comment.
That's a good one, Peter Gummo. I'll give you credit for that nice job. Oh my God.
That's almost as bad as my joke when I say I have W's on each cheek so that when I do somersaults it says wow mom, wow mom, wow mom.
Yeah, that's good. All right, guys. Well, temperature has normalized over here at NDB Media headquarters. We're at a solid 57 degrees. I have to tell you that we're going to have to, if you guys want to go ahead and continue, by all means, I'm done.
Actually, I have to get going too, yeah.
Yeah. Folks.
I got things to do.
And I think we're at a good time then. I want to thank everyone for showing up. Thanks, guys. This is the in-between programs, and it still went very well. Yes, we had a slow moment, but it still went well. I want to give thanks to everyone that joined us in the chat room. Matt, Lethal, Gridiron Girl, Lukey's, and the other young lady that was in there. I forget, Chloe. And, of course, to my co-host, Anime Girl, Big Dog, and Philly Special. I hope
Gridiron Girl.
Spend it well. Oh, I did not say Gridiron Girl? Must have been
I
this
don't think so.
carrier thing. Sorry. I lost my place. All right, folks. I appreciate it. Big Dog, take us away, please.
All right, guys. Not a lot of sports happening right now. The NBA All-Star Game is this weekend. You can enjoy that, but of course, guys, be careful out there. A lot of severe weather in the Midwest and the East. Be very careful when you go out. Don't drink and drive. If you decide to drink, call a friend, call an Uber, call the Lyft, call Roger if you're in SoCal. He'll pick you up and take you. Other than that, be safe, everyone.
Bye.